This is Long Island Ducks baseball.
Swung on and ripped down the right field line. This one is deep. It is gone from CI to see you later.
2-0 here is well hit to right field. Dumacy is going back. Forget it, it's gone! A grand slam home run for Brian Nelson.
Justin Davies at the plate. The winning run at third. Crowd going nuts. Swung on. Bouncing ball left side. Off the mitt. Up third baseman Brad Strauss. Here comes Willie Rodriguez. Justin Davies has done it again. Jason Johnson makes the catch. He makes the catch. And the Long Island Ducks have swept the Camden River Sharks. They are the 2004 Atlantic League champions.
Swing and miss for strike three. This ball game is over. The Long Island Ducks win it 5-4, and they are the champions of the Liberty Division. Lions punt up the third baseline. Esquivel charging in. They're not going to have a play, and the Ducks are the champions of the Atlantic League here in 2012. And there is a mob scene of Long Island Ducks in right center field. They are the Atlantic League champions.
And now it's time for the Long Island Ducks North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital pregame show.
We're live here at Clipper Magazine Stadium in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and it is time once again for Long Island Ducks baseball. Today it is game number 3 of a 4-game series between the Long Island Ducks and the Lancaster Barnstormers, with the Ducks looking for their 4th consecutive victory here on this 7-game road trip. Well, good evening, everybody. My name is Michael Pollack. I'll be bringing you the play-by-play for all of tonight's action here in Lancaster on a cool May night where it was humid during the course of the day, clouds all around us, storms all around us. But here in Lancaster, it is dry right now. There are some clouds overhead, but no rain falling at the moment. The tarp is off the field, and we should be able to begin on time here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. Well, last night for the Ducks, or I should say yesterday morning for the Ducks, Long Island got off to another great start against the Barnstormers and held on for a thrilling victory, their 2nd in a row here at Clipper Magazine Stadium on this road trip. 3rd straight win overall against the Barnstormers, and 3rd straight win overall as well here on this 7-game road trip. And as we recap yesterday's highlights, the Ducks, for the 5th game in a row, would take the early lead. In the first inning, Danny Perales came up to the plate, and on the second pitch of the game, Long Island went out in front. Perales hits from the left side against the righty Bente, and the 0-1 hit high in the air, deep to right field. Harvey goes back, he turns and watches it go. You can forget it. A long solo home run up onto the picnic tables in right field for Danny Perales, his team high 4th of the year, and the Ducks, off the first at-bat of the game, have a 1-0 lead. So the Danny Perales solo home run putting the Long Island Ducks on top right away. Josh Barfield would follow with a single to center, and after a flyout by Ben Broussard, Ryan Strebe would draw a walk, and while he drew that walk, Barfield stole second and stole third. So the Ducks had runners at the corners with 2 out for Adam Bailey, or check that with 1 out for Adam Bailey. And the 0-2 on the way from Bente is swung on a hit deep in the air to right center field. Going back to the center fielder Owens on the warning track. He will make the catch. Tagging from third and coming home is Josh Barfield. It's a sac fly and an RBI for Adam Bailey, and the Ducks lead it 2-0 here in the first. RBI number 6 on the year for Adam Bailey. The Ducks had themselves a 2-0 lead. It would stay that way until the 5th, with Jay Bente and Dontrell Willis, the starter for Long Island, exchanging zeros. But in the 5th, the Ducks would extend their lead as they sent 8 men to the plate. Danny Perales led off with a single, but was caught stealing second. Barfield followed with a single to right, Ben Broussard double to left, and that brought up Ryan Strebe. 2-2. Strebe swings and hits a ground ball towards the middle. That's going to sneak through a base hit past Rosario. Into scores Barfield. Broussard around third. Now we'll get the stop sign from Kevin Baez. So it's an RBI single for Ryan Strebe, his 4th run batted in of the year, 2nd hit of the game. And the Ducks lead it 3-0 here in the 5th inning. So Ryan Strebe continuing his hot hitting as he punches a ground ball through the drawn and infield. Ducks had a 3-0 lead. Next batter was Adam Bailey. He drew a walk, and while he drew that walk, Strebe stole second, and on the steal, the throw went into center field, and on the error by catcher Gustavo Molina, Ben Broussard would score from third, and the Ducks had a 4-0 lead after 5. Game would stay that way until the bottom of the 7th inning. Dontrell Willis stayed in the game, got a pair of pop-outs, but then walked Gustavo Molina, who would then go to second on a wild pitch. And with a count of 2-2 on Darrell Ward, Willis delivered a pitch that looked pretty good to us here in the broadcast booth and pretty good to the entire Ducks team out in the field. But home plate umpire Tino Takori decided to call it a ball. And so that extended the count, extended the at-bat. Ward would eventually hit an RBI single in the center field to score one and make it a 4-1 game. Willis came out, Josh Lansford came in, gave up a single to right to Rosario. Runners would move up on a wild pitch, and then Charlie Neal delivered a 2-run single in the center field that brought home both Ward and Rosario. And so it was a 1-run game at that point, 4-3, but Eric Neeson came on, and after allowing a single to Owens, struck out Tsuyoshi Takashima to end the threat. From that point on, James Hauser came in and pitched, or I should say, Eric Neeson stayed in to pitch the 8, got 2 outs. Ian Snell then relieved Neeson, got a strikeout to end the inning. And then in the top of the 9th inning, the Ducks would put the game away against Derek Loop and Robert Hinton. Loop started the inning, walked Perales, walked Barfield, and after a strikeout of Broussard, he was lifted for Robert Hinton, who gave up an infield single to Gabe Suarez that loaded the bases with 1 out, and that brought up Adam Bailey. And the 1-2 to Bailey, swung and grounded inside the bag at first and down the right field line. It kicks up and hops into the corner. Perales scores. Barfield scores. Suarez around third. He is trying to score. The throw to the plate, not in time. It is a bases-clearing 3-run double for Adam Bailey down the right field line. 3 in the 9th inning, and the Ducks lead it 7-3 over the Barnstormers. So the 3-run double by Adam Bailey caps a 4 RBI day for him. And the Ducks had themselves a 7-3 lead. They would add another on Joe Ashbrodine's RBI single into the right field corner. And the Ducks, with an 8-3 lead, Ian Snell pitched in the 9th to get 1 out. And then James Hauser came on for the final 2. Ducks win at 8-3 over the Barnstormers for their 3rd straight win. 8 runs on a season high, 15 hits for the Ducks. No errors. They left 8 on base. 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for the Barnstormers. They left 5. Dontrell Willis, with the win, improves to 1-1. He allowed just 2 runs, both earned on 4 hits and 6 2/3 innings. 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. The loser, Jay Bente, drops to 1-2. Game took 3 hours and 5 minutes in front of 5,115 fans here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. We will take a break here on the pregame show. When we get back, I sit down with yesterday's starting pitcher and winner. That's Dontrell Willis. He joins me after this here on the pregame.
Hi, this is manager Kevin Byers, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital in Bayshore is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding health care right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at www.nslij.com. Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Holiday Inn Islip MacArthur Airport in Ronkonkoma. Uncover the perfect balance of memorable, award-winning service and the most central location Long Island has to offer. The Holiday Inn is located less than a quarter mile from the Islip MacArthur Airport with a state-of-the-art health and fitness center, high-speed internet access, a world-class outdoor pool, and the great food and fun inside the Brickyard Bar and Grill. There's never been a better time to visit the Holiday Inn Islip Airport. Best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Holiday Inn, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 585-9500 today. That's 631-585-9500.
Back here at Clipper Magazine Stadium as we get ready for game number 3 of this 4-game series. A win for the Ducks tonight would give them their first series victory of 2013. Yesterday it was Dontrell Willis getting his first win on the mound for the Ducks as he pitched 6 2/3 innings of 2-run, 4-hit ball. A terrific start by him. He was in control all afternoon long, and before tonight's game I had the chance to catch up with the 9-year Major League veteran. All right, Dontrell, you get your first win as a Long Island Duck yesterday with a strong 6 2/3 innings effort. Talk about what was working for you so well on the mound yesterday.
I was able to, force contact early, and our defense played superb, So, and any, guy that, gets a victory, that's usually the things that need to happen. So, I made some good time pitches. Got some contact and defense played great, and we had some timely hitting, and we're starting to click and play good baseball all around just as a team and stuff like that. So, like I said last week, I knew we had the talent. It's just about us playing together and stuff like that. And not only myself, but the team, we're starting to come together and really play some good baseball.
What do you think has been the key over these last 3 games for the team together to come through and win all 3 games?
Well, for any team, man, just to play together. As cliche as that sounds, we're playing, good defense. We're getting the timely hits, like I mentioned, but we're having fun. We're having a good time playing with each other. We're finally starting to feel for each other. What makes each other tick, and we're starting to enjoy the game a little bit. I think we stumbled out of the gate just because, for us, a lot of guys haven't played together and stuff like that, and what have you, and chemistry is a lot for any ball club, whether it be, basketball, football, baseball, things like that. So, I think we're starting to really put it together as far as, us knowing, Skip and, and Fuki and everybody else in between.
You talk about Skip, you talk about Fuki. How important have they been to you since you've gotten here, and what are some of the things that they've been working on with you on the mound and overall here since you've come to Long Island?
Well, honestly, they're both, quote unquote, what they like to use is, players, coaches, and managers. We're all grown men here. And I think they give us the room and the leeway. But at the same token, if we're here to work and if we need, extra soft toss or extra pitches and honest opinions about things, they're right there to assess that and give that to us. And that's a sign of a good coach and someone that's not only comfortable with their role, but comfortable and trusting in us to get our work done and come out here and, not lollygag, but, come out here and have fun and work hard. And when you work hard, the game is fun. You don't, have any, doubt in your mind that you didn't take the extra BP or the extra work on the mound. You just go out there and compete. And, I try to teach that, when I do the camps from, little kids on up. It doesn't change. It doesn't change for anybody in any sense of the word or the world or anything else like that.
You use the word fun a lot whenever you're talking about what you're doing on the mound or playing baseball. How much fun have you had since you've gotten here to Long Island?
I loved it. And, I keep mentioning it, and believe me or not, you could ask anybody on this team. We're having a good time. Coming out here and working with each other, and we understand the situation, but at the same token, we're not letting, that overcome us. We're coming out here getting ready to play every night at 1:05 or 7:05 or 11:05, whatever the case may be, and going out there and playing hard-nosed baseball and having fun, and you're seeing guys starting to grow, not only, myself, but guys, whether it be younger guys or veteran guys starting to grow and really trust their ability and go out there and having fun.
You mentioned that 11:05 start. How tough is it to mentally and physically get prepared for a start at that time?
I like it because, as soon as I wake up, I'm kind of a show-and-go guy, So I actually don't mind it. It's just, my body might mind it a little bit, but, but like I said, man, once you're in between those lines, you want to just go out there and compete.
You've been here now for a few weeks. Talk about the level of play and the competition level in the Atlantic League, both on your team and on the rest of the teams.
I think it's very talented. I'm very impressed by, not only our team, but just the teams, how they come together and play hard, and they want to win. And also every team seems to have fun, but, playing hard translates into that. I'm a firm believer in that. So the talent level is very high. I think it's going to get even higher, as the season progresses. Because guys are going to get better, guys are going to get stronger, guys are going to get more pitches, guys are going to get more at-bats. So I'm definitely eager. So, we're definitely going to, stay in the thick of things, and you're going to see definitely a talented ball club each week in and week out.
For a guy with as much Major League experience as you, if you had to boil it down, what was your favorite memory from being in the Major League so far in your career?
Oh man, you don't have enough tape for that. I have so many great fond memories of that, but I also have very fond memories of playing in the minor leagues, and I'm already enjoying things that here in this level that I know I'm going to take back and cherish for the rest of my life. Just seeing guys come, us come from behind, and guys playing hard and guys making cool catches, and us dropping balls and stuff and being goofy and doing all that stuff, and having fun. So there's a lot of things you can take from all that.
A lot of people on this team so far have just talked about your good nature in the clubhouse and how you're able to kind of keep that clubhouse loose. They're lying?
They lying. I bought a couple spreads, stuff like that. So they pretty much on the payroll and stuff like that, and they don't got no choice. I'm on the roster, so they gotta listen to me anyway. So So until they send me home, they're gonna have to put up with me anyway. No, it's a great group of guys, and I think that translates into us having fun. And I've been telling everybody, is dude, I'm having a great time, playing with these guys, and I'm real happy to see, the younger guys and the veteran guys working hard and playing hard and having fun doing it.
All right, well said, Dontrell. Well, thanks so much. Congratulations on the win yesterday. Best of luck the rest of the way.
No problem. Thank you.
Dontrell Willis, yesterday's winning pitcher for the Long Island Ducks, who defeated the Barnstormers 8-3 in his first season as a Long Island Duck. We'll take a break. When we come back, starting lineups and first pitch here in Lancaster.
Hi, this is Steve Foucault, pitching coach for the Ducks. You're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
North Shore LIJ, Southside Hospital in Bayshore, is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding health care right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at www.nslij.com.
I love coming to the stadium.
What do you love about a Long Island Ducks game?
The excitement.
The laughter.
The memories.
Spending time with my family.
Watching my grandson's eyes light up.
Dancing with Quacker Jack.
What about you?
A 400-foot shot.
Definitely the food.
Getting autographs and running the bases.
Play ball! For game times and promos for your 2012 Atlantic League champions, visit liducks.com.
I love this game.
Ducks Baseball. It's game time.
We are ready for baseball here in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. The Long Island Ducks and the Lancaster Barnstormers in Game 3 of this 4-game series. Danny Perales to lead off for the Ducks. He digs in from the left side. Former Duck left-hander Lenny DiNardo on the mound for Lancaster. And the first pitch of tonight's game is swung on and missed for strike one, and we are underway at 7:02 p.m. here in Lancaster. We'll go through the Ducks lineup as we kick things off here on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball. 0-1. It's a little bit low, 1 ball and 1 strike. So Perales leading off. He'll be followed by Josh Barfield, the second baseman. Ramon Castro gets the half day as the designated hitter. He hits third. And Adam Bailey in left field hits in the cleanup spot. Swinging a chopper foul at home plate by Perales. That runs the count to 1-2. Ray Navarrete drops down to the number 5 spot today. He is the first baseman. Joe Ashbrodine in right field will hit 6th. Ralph Henriquez does the catching and bats 7th. Gabe Suarez at third base will hit 8th. And rounding out the order is the Ducks shortstop, Dan Lyons. Lenny DiNardo gets the sign from Gustavo Molina, the 1-2. Outside. And that evens the count at 2-2 on Perales, who opened yesterday's game on the second pitch of the day from Jay Bente with a solo home run over the picnic tables in right field. 2-ball, 2-strike pitch to Perales. Swinging a tapper foul again at the plate. Perales just got a piece off the end of the bat. Cloudy skies overhead, a little peak of sun out beyond the left field wall in foul territory. Lights are turning on as we speak here at Clipper Magazine Stadium, and a wind blowing out towards right center field lightly right now. 2-2. Perales swings and misses strike 3. Good off-speed pitch there from DiNardo. First strikeout for DiNardo and the first out here in the first inning. So Perales strikes out, and that'll bring up the second baseman Josh Barfield, who hits in the number 2 spot. Very light crowd on hand here for this Wednesday afternoon affair. And the first pitch misses for ball 1 to Barfield. Barfield hitting from the right side. Second baseman had a good day yesterday. 3-hit day in his 4 at-bats, and here he takes a breaking ball strike. That evens up the count at 1-1. Defensively for the Barnstormers, Blake Galen is in left, Jerry Owens in center, and Ryan Harvey is around in right. On the infield, Kirkland at third, Rosario at short, Denker at second, and Ward at first. 1-1 is ripped foul into the seats on the third base side, fortunately an area where nobody was sitting, as that was a bullet off the bat of Barfield. So the count 1-2. Gustavo Molina does the catching behind home plate, and again Lenny DiNardo on the mound. Former big leaguer and former Duck in his first season here with the Barnstormers. DiNardo ready. Is 1-2. Swinging a ground ball here towards second. Travis Denker will field and throw to first. in time for the out, and there's quickly 2 away. This is game number 6 of a 7-game road trip for the Ducks. In 4 of the first 5 games, the Ducks have scored in the first inning. And in all 5 games, the Ducks have been the first team to score in the game. So early leads have been a key for the Ducks, why they're 3-2 so far on this 5-game road trip. First pitch to Ramon Castro, misses inside for ball 1. Castro had the day off yesterday and is the catcher, or the DH I should say, here today. And 0-1 is on the inside corner. That is actually a strike, and it makes it 1-1. First pitch was a ball, that one a strike. Infield shaded around towards the left side, and the 0-2 pitch, swinging a tapper foul. That was on a 1-1 pitch, so that runs the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Castro is the K-man here tonight. If he strikes out, fans will win an order of tater tots. Castro looked like he fouled that ball off his front foot, and he's walking around the batter's circle right now trying to get the pain out of that left foot. I think he'll be okay, but definitely seems to be shaken up a little bit after that foul ball. So Castro will step back in with 2 strikes on him. The second baseman, Denker, plays pretty much behind the bag at second. And the 0-2 is in there, a called strike 3. Castro thought that was high, but it's the second strikeout of the inning for DiNardo, and that retires the side in order here in the first inning. Ducks go down 1-2-3. We take this game to the bottom of the first. Ducks nothing, and the Barnstormers coming to bat.
Hi, this is Ray Navarrete, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Northeast Facility Supplies is the official janitorial supplier of the Long Island Ducks, serving all of Long Island, both North and South Fork locations to better serve you. We're located in Ronkonkoma and have a complete range of janitorial supplies for all your facilities' needs. Whether it's paper, plastics, chemicals, machinery, or equipment, no business is ever too big or too small for us. Don't forget to ask about our price match guarantee. Visit us on the web at www.nefaci.com or give us a call at 631-563-8119.
Few places on Earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Back here in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, we go to the bottom half of inning number 1. No score between the Ducks and the Barnstormers. The Ducks and Municipal Credit Union have teamed up this season to present the Walk with a Purpose promotion. Every time a Long Island Ducks player walks, Municipal Credit Union will make a donation to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Municipal Credit Union serving members since 1916. Well, we take a look at the Barnstormers lineup that will face Ducks right-hander Nick DeBar, who gets the start here in game number 3 of this series. It'll be center fielder Jerry Owens leading off, Omo Rosario, the shortstop, bats second, and Travis Denker, the second baseman, hits third. Blake Galen in left field in the cleanup spot. Ryan Harvey in right field will bat fifth. Darrell Ward is the first baseman and 6-hitter. Cody Kirkland in the lineup today. He's the third baseman batting 7th. Gustavo Molina does the catching, hits 8th. And Charlie Neal back in the lineup for a second day as the DH and 9-man for Lancaster. Managed by Butch Hobson. Third season as the Barnstormer manager. And the first pitch from Nick DeBar is taken over the inside corner for strike 1. DeBar making his 4th start of the year. On the 0-1. That's laced in the air to right field. Coming on is Brodeen. He's going to have the plate on a hop. And that's a base hit. Kind of an in-betweener there for Brodeen. Thought about going in and trying to make a dive for it, and then realized he wasn't going to catch up to it. Played it on a hop. One on and nobody out for the shortstop, Olmo Rosario. Nick DeBar had a terrific start his first time out, though his last 2 times have been a little bit more of a struggle. First pitch from DeBar. Rosario square to bunt. He takes a ball, the snap throw to first, and safe there is Owens. Good throw by Henriquez. Almost had Owens too far off the bag at first. Nick DeBar in his first start, that was in the final game of the 4-game set in Sugar Land, 6 perfect innings. And here Rosario swings and misses at a good pitch diving down in the zone. And the count now 0-2 on Rosario. Since then, though, 2 starts, 1 at home and 1 in York, and he has struggled in both. 0-2 from DeBar. Right-hander kicks and fires, and Rosario swings and taps it foul at home plate. DeBar's second start of the year coming at Bethpage Ballpark against the Skeeters on April 27th. And the Skeeters figured him out that time. They scored 6 runs, 5 of which were earned on 9 hits in 4 1/3 innings, 2 walks and 4 strikeouts in a 7-1 Skeeters win. 0-2 coming from DeBar. Owens leads at first, and the pitch to Rosario just missed outside. Henriquez faked the throw back to first, and the count now 1-2. Last start for DeBar was the first game of this road trip in York. A 13-9 Revolution win. DeBar started off well. He struck out 10 in 5 2/3 innings, but allowed 7 runs, 6 of them earned on 8 hits and 1 walk. Another throw over to first here to check on Owens, who is back to the bag. So overall, it adds up to an 0-2 record and a 6.18 ERA for Nick DeBar. Trying to get back to the winning ways he had when he pitched those 6 perfect innings. Throw over here, gets away from Navarrete at first. Owens will go to second. Now he's going to round second and try for third. And the throw over to third is not in time. So the throw over to first base from Nick DeBar got away from Navarrete. That's going to be an error on the Ducks, and now a runner at third with nobody out. So Lancaster looking to try and break the Ducks' streak of 5 straight games scoring the first run of the ball game. For the Ducks, that's their 14th error of the season. And it'll be a 1-ball, 2-strike pitch coming to Rosario. This one is laced into left center field for a base hit. In to score from third is Jerry Owens. It's an RBI single for Olmo Rosario, and just like that, the Barnstormers have a 1-0 lead. RBI number 7 for Rosario on the year. And that error coming back to bite the Ducks right away. And so that'll bring up Travis Denker, the number 3 man and second baseman. So 2 batters, 2 singles, an error, and a run already in. And here is Denker to hit from the right side. First pitch to Denker, misses up and inside from DeBar, and the count 1-0. Denker, 212 on the year, 14 for 66, a home run and 9 runs batted in. Righty-righty matchup here with the runner at first, Rosario. 1-0 from DeBar. Rosario goes, pitches up high for a ball, and Henriquez couldn't grab the baseball out of his glove. And a stolen base. Ducks looking a little sloppy defensively here early on, as Rosario picks up the steal. And for Rosario, it is his 4th stolen base of the year. He's now 4 for 4. So a 2-0 count now here on Denker, and a runner at second with nobody out. DeBar from the stretch gets the sign. It's 2-0 on the way. Swung on and lifted in the air down the right field line. Long run for Brodeen. He's not going to get it. It drops in for a base hit. Around third and in to score is Rosario. In at second is Denker. An RBI double, and Lancaster leads it 2-0 here in the first inning. Ball was off the end of the bat. Might have broken the bat of Denker, but it landed along the right field line. Brodeen was playing the righty hitter over towards the right center field gap, so no chance for him to catch up to it. And for Denker, his 10th run batted in of the year on his 6th double. So 3 batters, 3 hits, and 2 runs already in for Lancaster. And the first pitch on the way to Blake Galen is over the outside corner for strike 1. It's not the start that DeBar and the Ducks were looking for here against the Barnstormers. Again, the Ducks have won 3 straight here on this road trip and 3 straight overall here at this ballpark, dating back to the Ducks' first visit here, April 23rd through the 25th. Big swing and a miss here by Galen. And now DeBar ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. Galen hits from the left side. He is struggling this year at just .203, 13 for 64. And an 0-2 on the way from the righty DeBar. Gets the sign, deals to the plate, and misses way up and outside for a ball. And the count goes to 1-2. Wind has died down here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. Again, a light crowd on hand here enjoying this Wednesday night game. And the 1-2 runner bluffs, and DeBar misses low and inside. Good block by Henriquez to prevent the runner at second, Denker, from advancing to third. But Galen has worked the count now from 0-2 to 2-2. DeBar back up on the hill, ready to go here against Galen. And the 2-ball, 2-strike pitch to the plate is a check swing foul ball. Galen held up on his swing, but fouled it off to the third base side of home plate. And we'll do it once again here. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 singles and a double so far for Lancaster, and error has helped out in giving them one of their 2 runs. And a 2-2 upcoming here from DeBar. Ready to go as he gets the sign from Henriquez, and now Henriquez calls time at home plate. Defensively for the Ducks in the outfield, Adam Bailey is in left, Danny Perales in center, and Joe Ashbrodine is around in right. 2-ball, 2-strike pitch from DeBar. Looks to second, deals to the plate, and Galen pops this one foul, third base side, out of play. And we'll do it once again at 2-2. On the infield for the Ducks, Gabe Suarez is at third, Dan Lyons is the shortstop, Josh Barfield at second, and Ray Navarrete is over at first. Ralph Henriquez behind home plate, and Nick DeBar on the mound. So another 2-2 pitch coming from the Ducks right-hander. Kicks and fires, and Galen takes way up and outside for ball 3. So the count has gone from 0-2 to 3-2 here on Blake Galen. Nick DeBar struggling to find the strike zone here. 3-2 pitch upcoming. Denker leads at second with nobody out. And the pitch on the way is low and inside for ball 4. Gets away from Henriquez, and that's going to allow the runner to advance to third. First walk allowed by DeBar. 4 straight Barnstormer hitters have reached here in the first inning, and that's going to bring Steve Foucault out of the dugout to talk things over with his right-hander.
Number 35, Ryan Harvey.
So with Harvey coming to the plate, and runners at first and third after DeBar throws the wild pitch, Steve Foucault wants to try and settle his right-hander down and try and not let this game get out of hand early on. Despite the Ducks entering today with a 6-12 record overall, they remain only 2.5 games in back of the Bridgeport Bluefish, who lead the Liberty Division standings. Bridgeport struggling this year too at 8-9. In fact, all 4 teams in the Liberty Division under 500 right now. So the Ducks still right in it, and in almost every one of these games here early on, the Ducks have been in the game. It's been very few in which the Ducks have been out of the game from the beginning. One of those coming here in Lancaster in the first game that these 2 teams played, in which Bill Murphy allowed 6 runs in the opening inning. First and third, no one out. Here's Ryan Harvey, and he takes the first pitch downstairs for ball 1. Harvey at .242 on the year, 16 for 66, 3 homers, 7 runs batted in. Denker at third, Galen at first. And DeBar's 1-0. They swung on and hit high in the air to shallow right center field. Perales and Bailey converging, or Brodeen converging. Brodeen makes the catch. Tagging from third and coming home to score is Denker. It's a sac fly and an RBI. And the Barnstormers lead it 3-0 over the Ducks here in the bottom of the first inning. So for Harvey, he picks up his 8th run batted in of the year as Denker scores from third. For Harvey, it is also his first sacrifice fly of the season. And now a runner at first with 1 out for Darrell Ward. So 3 runs in the inning for Lancaster. And the first pitch coming to the lefty hitter is taken low for ball 1. Ward at 200 on the year, 6 for 30, 1 homer, 5 runs batted in. Had an RBI single in yesterday's game. And the 1-0 from DeBar. That's over the outside corner for a called strike. And that'll even up the count at 1-1. Galen, the speedy runner at first. DeBar looking for a ground ball here to get out of trouble here in this opening inning. Right-handers 1-1 on the way. And Ward will swing and miss. Good pitch diving down in the zone from DeBar. And the count 1-2. Umpires for tonight's game, Tim McCaffrey is behind home plate. Alan Reyes is over at first, and Tino Takori around at third. This is the second time the Ducks have had this 3-man crew here in 2013. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch coming. And Ward will take outside. And that evens up the count at 2-2. Barnstormers have really been struggling as of late. Second longest losing streak in franchise history is this 8-game losing streak that they're on right now. It's dropped them to 7-11 in the standings, now 8.5 games behind Sugar Land. 2-2, runner bluffs and Ward chases down and in, swings and misses for strike 3. So DeBar picks up his first strikeout.
Number 8, Cody Kirkland.
And with 2 outs here in the first, the 7-hitter, Cody Kirkland will come to the plate. So up will step Cody Kirkland, who swings from the right side. And the first pitch upcoming here from DeBar to Kirkland, who was out of yesterday's game with a back injury. Galen goes, pitch is hit deep in the air down the right field line, twisting back towards the corner, and this will go foul. Up into the picnic area along the right field line, the count 0-1. According to Barnstormers broadcaster Dave Collins, Kirkland has chronic back issues that flare up every so often. He told me that yesterday, that flight back from Sugar Land to Long Island really affected his back. The 0-1 called strike, I should say, from Sugar Land to Baltimore, and then the bus ride back here to Lancaster affected Kirkland's back, and that's why he was out of the lineup yesterday. Here he's behind 0-2 against DeBar. DeBar shakes off Enriquez, now gets the sign he likes. And the 0-2 on the way, runner goes, and the pitch swung on and missed for strike 3. So Nick DeBar is able to battle back with a pair of strikeouts to end the inning. But for the Barnstormers, they get 3 runs across on 3 hits and 1 error. They leave 1 on base, and after 1 inning of play here in Lancaster, it's the Barnstormers 3 and the Long Island Ducks 0.
Hi, this is center fielder Danny Perales, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Now that Metrex is the official nutrition bar of the Long Island Ducks, they're fueling their powerful lineup with delicious high-quality protein to support lean muscle and strength. So that in 2013, the Long Island Ducks can have their best season ever. Uh-oh. Metrex, shaping every body.
Beautify your patio, walkway, driveway, or pool surround with Nicoloc paving stones and walls. Nicoloc's specially formulated Paver Shield offers extra surface wear protection and color enhancement throughout the thickness of the paver. Paver Shield guarantees that your pavers will look great for years to come. Bring home the elegance with Nicoloc. Visit the Nicoloc Design Center, Sunrise Highway, Lindenhurst, or Nicoloc.com.
Let Nicoloc Paver, let Nicoloc Pavers pave your way.
We head to the second inning here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. Barnstormers taking an early 3-0 lead on the Long Island Ducks. Time for today's injury report, which is brought to you by Island Shore Physical Therapy, the official therapist of the Long Island Ducks. Well, one new player to add to the injury report, that is first baseman Ryan Strebe, had to come out of yesterday's game with a wrist injury, which he injured sliding into second base on his stolen base in the fifth inning of yesterday's game. So he is out day-to-day, but hopefully should not be a long-term injury. According to Kevin Baez after the game, just seemed to bang up that wrist a little bit. So he gets the night off tonight. Brian Nelson also still out. He is dealing with an oblique strain that he suffered this past Friday in York. So he remains day-to-day out of the lineup. Ben Broussard started yesterday's game as the designated hitter. So he is back from his calf spasm injury, but gets the night off here tonight with the lefty pitching. And here a called strike over the inside corner to Adam Bailey. 0-1. It'll be Bailey, the 4-hitter, followed by Navarrete and Brodin, 4, 5, and 6 in the Ducks order. 0-1 here to Bailey. Swing and a miss. Good fastball from DiNardo in the count, 0-2. Bailey, a terrific day at the plate yesterday. He was 3 for 3 with 4 RBIs and a run scored. Had a sacrifice fly and a walk. 0-2. That's fouled off at home plate by Bailey. Chopped it straight down into the ground. And hop back up behind the plate to Gustavo Molina. So 0-2 here on the Ducks. Lefty swinging left fielder. DiNardo struck out 2 in a 1-2-3 top half of the first. The 0-2 on the way to Bailey is downstairs, scooped out by Molina, and the count 1-2. Lenny DiNardo, the former Duck who made 3 starts with Long Island during the 2011 season before he was signed away by the Oakland Athletics. Was off to a rough start here in 2013 with Lancaster. 1-2. That misses low and away. 2-2 now on Bailey. Through 3 starts, DiNardo is 1-2 with an ERA of 6.75. Had 2 pretty good outings, but his last outing really inflated the ERA, as this one is fouled off behind the plate. First 2 starts, April 21st against Camden. He gave up 2 runs on 4 hits in 5 innings, struck out 7. Then on April 26th in Camden, 3 runs, 1 of them earned on 8 hits in 6 innings, no walks and 4 strikeouts. 2-2. Hit deep in the air down the right field line. Will that stay fair? It will not. That ball hooks foul, but my goodness, did Adam Bailey hit that one a long way. Absolutely pulverized that ball down the right field line, but hooked it to the right of the foul pole. And the count 2-2 still. DiNardo back from the windup, deals, and Bailey chops this one over the mound towards the middle. The second baseman, Denker, fields off balance throw to first, is in time for the out. Very nice play by Travis Denker to retire Adam Bailey. Robbed him of a hit, and there's 1 out here in the second. Boy, that is definitely a tough at-bat for Adam Bailey. He hits the ball harder than pretty much anybody can hit it, and hooks it foul down the right field line, and then thinks he has a single towards the middle of the infield, but Denker makes a great play. So with 1 out, here comes Ray Navarrete, who hits from the right side. DiNardo's first pitch to Navarrete is at the knees, low, and the count 1-0. Navarrete had the day off yesterday with the 11 a.m. start. Back in the lineup today, and the 1-0 is in there for a strike. Good curveball, and the count 1-1. DiNardo's last time out was May the 3rd in Sugar Land, a 12-2 Skeeters win. And DiNardo lasted just 2 1/3 innings in that start, as Navarrete takes low and inside. 10 hits, 10 runs, 7 of them earned for DiNardo. 1 walk and 2 strikeouts. So he is 1-2 on the season. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, and the base is empty. 3-0 Barnstormers lead here in the second. A 2-1, swung on and laced in the air to center field. Owens racing in, will make the catch at about knee level for out number 2. Another good swing by Navarrete, another hard hit ball. But it results in an out, 2 away, base is empty, and that brings up Joe Ashbrodeen, the right fielder. So here is Brodeen coming to the plate. Brodeen, a switch hitter, batting right-handed against the lefty DiNardo. And the first pitch on the way. He's in there for a call strike, 0-1. Brodeen yesterday, 2 for 5 at the plate. RBI single into the right field corner in the 9th inning. 0-1. That's hit on the ground to short. Gobbled up by Rosario. He throws across the first for the out. And another 1-2-3 inning for Lenny DiNardo and the Barnstormers here in the second. Ducks go in order. We go to the bottom of the second. Still 3-0 in favor of Lancaster.
Hi, this is shortstop Dan Lyons. You can follow me on Twitter at @TheDannyLyons, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
This one is clocked. Deep left field by Dan Lyons. Going back is left fielder Peter Barrows. He's looking up. That ball will not leave its wingman. I feel the need for speed. Talk to me, Goose. Talk to me. No good. Talk to me.
Hey, Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Every time a Ducks hitter goes deep, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all the winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
This summer, LIPA can help you save big on a new central air conditioning system. With up to $1,000 in rebates and up to $500 in operating cost savings each year. And only a LIPA participating Cool Homes contractor can make sure you get all these savings, plus a quality installation for maximum comfort over the life of your system. Ready to save? We're ready to help. Visit lipower.org/coolhomes to make sure that your contractor is a LIPA Cool Homes contractor.
Back here at the stadium affectionately known as The Clip, Clipper Magazine Stadium in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. To the second inning we go. And the Long Island Ducks trailing the Lancaster Barnstormers 3-0. One more game left here on this 7-game road trip for Long Island. Their second 7-game road trip to start the season. 14 of the first 20 games for the Ducks away from Bethpage Ballpark. And for Long Island, that final game will be tomorrow night here in Lancaster, 7:00 p.m. start time. Ducks will send out left-handed pitcher Bill Murphy, who is still looking for his first win of the season. Murphy 0-4 to start the year with an ERA of 9.53. He'll be opposed by righty Alan Johnson for the Barnstormers. And Johnson, too, has struggled through 3 starts. He's 0-1 with an 8.49 ERA. So tomorrow could be an offensive slugfest between these two teams. So far, the Ducks, over the last 3 games, have done a terrific job pitching. And that's what's led them to 3 straight wins. Here tonight, a rough start for Nick DeBar. As this first pitch is fouled off by Gustavo Molina, the 8-hitter, in the count 0-1. 3 runs and 3 hits in the first inning for Lancaster, giving them the early 3-0 advantage, while Lenny DiNardo has retired the first 6 Ducks he's faced. And here a line drive in the hole between short and third, a base hit to left for Molina. So Molina, who had his first game yesterday as a Barnstormer, he went 1 for 3 with a run scored, picks up a single here in his first at-bat tonight. And with 1 on and nobody out, that'll bring up Charlie Neal, the DH switch hitter, hitting from the left side. So again, tomorrow night's game will be at 7:00 p.m. here in Lancaster. You can listen to all the action right here on youtube.com/DucksBaseball. First pitch to Neal, he squares the bunt, bunts it up the first base line. DeBar off the mound, fields, throws to first low, and Navarrete can't dig it out. Bad throw from Nick DeBar, and that's going to be his second error of the ball game. And now runners at first and second with nobody out. You do give credit for the sacrifice to Charlie Neal there. He was going to get the sacrifice anyway. but he reaches on the E1, second error of the ball game for Nick DeBar, who just seems off here tonight. Leaving some pitches up in the zone and 2 throwing errors. One on a pickoff attempt in the first inning of Jerry Owens, and now here on the bunt up the first base line. He had plenty of time to get the out and just threw it into the ground, and Navarrete couldn't dig it out. Owens squares to bunt and bunts through it for strike 1. Owens singled to right and scored back in the first inning. So DeBar in trouble again here in inning number 2. No action warming yet for the Ducks, but Barr needs to find a way to get out of this first and second no-out jam. Here the pitch to Owens, misses up and away for a ball. And that evens up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. DeBar in his second season as a Duck, joined the Ducks late last year from the American Association, pitched in the bullpen for Long Island at the end of the regular season and in the playoffs. 1-1. On the ground here, past the mound of the right side. The first baseman Navarrete fields, flips to DeBar, and he does not get to the bag in time. So safe at first base is Owens. His speed got him that hit. Both Navarrete and Barfield were going after that ball. That was shallow in between first and second. Navarrete thought he had a better chance to get to that baseball and complete the play, but Owens just runs too fast, so he beats it out for the infield single. What a wacky inning so far for the Barnstormers. A single to left by Molina, a sacrifice bunt by Neal, who reaches on the error from pitcher Nick DeBar, and now the infield single on the ground ball to first, in which Owens beats DeBar to the first base bag, so bases loaded, nobody out, and here is Olmo Rosario. First pitch misses for ball 1 to Rosario, who had an RBI single to center back in the first, stole second, and eventually scored. Be a 1-0 from DeBar. Kicks and fires, and this one is swung on and grounded towards short, Lions field. So go to second for 1, the turn to first in time. Nicely turned 6-4, 3-double play. Run does come home to score, and it's now 4-0 in favor of Lancaster. So no RBI because of the double play. But coming home from third is Molina, and Charlie Neal crosses over from second to third. So now runner at third with 2 men away. That run an unearned run. And that'll bring up Travis Denker. First pitch from DeBar, and Denker hits a high fly ball to right field, pretty deep. Bailey back to the warning track and in front of the wall and right. He will make the catch for the final out of the inning. For Lancaster, they get a run on 2 hits, 1 error, and they leave 1 on base. After 2 full here at Clipper Magazine Stadium, it's 4-0 in favor of the Barnstormers.
Hi, this is Josh Barfield, second baseman for the Ducks, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey Ducks fans, your recreation destination this year is The Rinks at Hidden Pond Park. The Rinks features 2 full-size ice rinks, a 97-acre summer day camp, a New York State licensed preschool academy, and a wide variety of birthday party options. Learn to skate, join one of many hockey leagues, swim in an Olympic-sized pool, and enjoy all the fun that The Rinks has to offer. Visit us today at 660 Terry Road in Hauppauge, or check us out online at therinks.com. The Rinks, your recreation destination.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
We move to the third inning here in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Barnstormers have jumped down to an early 4-0 lead. And it's time for tonight's third inning trivia, which is brought to you by Carvel. Carvel celebrating more than 75 years of making people happy. Well, today's question revolves around the former Duck and Barnstormer starter tonight. That's Lenny DiNardo, who's retired the first 6 hitters he has faced against the Long Island Ducks. We go back to his Major League debut. That happened on Friday, April the 23rd, 2004. He pitched in relief through 1 scoreless inning, the final inning of that ball game. And we want to know which team he pitched against in his Major League debut. A little hint that we'll give you, he made his Major League debut as a member of the Boston Red Sox. So we'll let you think about it, and we'll give you the answer in the bottom half of this 3rd inning. Who is the team that DiNardo faced in his Major League debut? First pitch to Ralphie Henriquez is hit on the ground here to third, a broken bat grounder. Fielded by Kirkland, his throw to first is in time. 1 pitch, 1 out for the Ducks here in inning number 3. So Henriquez retired. He's continuing to struggle this year at 4 for 35 now. And so with 1 out, that's going to bring up Gabe Suarez, the Ducks' 3rd baseman and 8-hitter, batting from the right side. DiNardo gets the sign, and his first pitch on the way to Suarez is taken up and inside for ball 1. Suarez at .256 on the year, 10 for 39, 1 homer, 1 run batted in. That only homer coming in York over this past weekend. 1-0. Suarez squares the bunt, dribbles it foul up the first base line. And that evens up the count at 1-1. Suarez did not start in yesterday's game. He came in as a defensive replacement at third, with Brodeen moving over to first after Strebe had to leave the game. Suarez did have 1 hit, an infield single, and a run scored in the 9th inning. So 1-1 pitch coming here with 1 out and the base is empty. DiNardo kicks and fires, and this one is taken inside. Suarez thought about bunting again and then pulled back. So the count 2-1. Long look in here for DiNardo. Molina gives him the sign, and the 2-1 pitch is swung on and chopped foul, 3rd base side, in front of the Ducks dugout, and the count even at 2-2. He's pitched 94 games in the major leagues, 34 starts, has a 10-18 record with a 5.36 earned run average. He has spent time with the Red Sox as well as the Oakland Athletics. A little bit of time with the Kansas City Royals as well. And here, just off the plate outside for a ball. And Suarez was able to check his swing. So the count now full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. DiNardo from the windup kicks and fires, and the 3-2 is outside again for ball 4. Couple close pitches, but Suarez takes for ball 4. First base runner of the game for the Ducks. And it's our first Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quacker Jack Foundation wins. So with 1 on and 1 out, that'll bring up the Ducks shortstop and 9-hitter. That's Dan Lyons. He hits from the right side. So Suarez has great speed, leads at first with 1 away. DiNardo deals to the plate, and Lyons takes a called strike for strike 1. Lyons struggling this year at 158, 9 for 57, no homers, 3 runs batted in, and was 0 for 4 at the plate yesterday. Here comes DiNardo's 0-1, and Lyons takes low and away to even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Very fortunate this game is going on right now. There were nasty reports of weather throughout the course of the day and of the week that Wednesday was going to feature lots of rain showers. The 1-1, up and away for ball 2. Earlier today, around noontime, there was a quick, strong rain shower that lasted all of about 10-15 minutes. But aside from that, it has been fairly dry today. Both teams were able to take batting practice on the field. A 2-1. Swung on and missed. Big swing by Lyons as he chased down and in the count 2-2. But it seemed like to the west, to the east, to the north, and the south, there was rain all around Lancaster, but nothing here in Lancaster. Well, that's been the case as of right now. 4-0 Barnstormers lead it here in the 3rd. And a 2-2 on the way from DiNardo to Lyons. They swung on and lined right at the second baseman Denker, and the throw to first is in time. A 4-3 double play. And the Ducks are retired here in the 3rd inning. So for the Ducks, no runs, no hits, a walk, and a runner left on base, and we head to the bottom of the third inning with Lancaster on top 4-0.
Hi, this is pitcher Ian Snell, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Now that Metrex is the official nutrition bar of the Long Island Ducks, they're fueling their powerful lineup with delicious high-quality protein to support lean muscle and strength. So that in 2013, the Long Island Ducks can have their best season ever. Uh-oh. Metrex, shaping every body.
I love coming to the stadium.
What do you love about a Long Island Ducks game?
The excitement.
The laughter.
The memories.
Spending time with my family.
Watching my grandson's eyes light up.
Dancing with Clocker Jack.
What about you?
A 400-foot shot.
Definitely the food. Getting autographs and running the bases.
Play ball! For game times and promos for your 2012 Atlantic League champions, visit LIDucks.com.
I love this game.
Ducks Baseball. It's game time.
To the bottom of the third inning we go. Ducks trail the Barnstormers 4-0. Time for tonight's third inning trivia answer, which is brought to you by Carvel. Carvel celebrating more than 75 years of making people happy. Gave you the question in the top half of the third inning. Lenny DiNardo, tonight's starter for the Barnstormers, made his major league debut back on April 23rd, 2004. As a member of the Boston Red Sox, he pitched one inning of relief. And we wanted to know who he pitched that inning of relief against. If you guessed the New York Yankees, you would be correct. He pitched in the ninth inning of an 11-2 Red Sox win over the Yankees at the old Yankee Stadium. Faced just three batters and retired the side in order, getting Gary Sheffield to ground to third, striking out Hideki Matsui swinging, and getting Bernie Williams to ground to third to close out an 11-2 win for the Red Sox. So not a bad debut at all for Lenny DiNardo. Now he finds himself almost a decade later pitching here for the Lancaster Barnstormers. And the first pitch is taken for a called strike on the outside corner. And the count 0-1. Blake Galen is the leadoff hitter. Drew a walk his first time up. DeBar misses low and away here to even up the count at 1-1 strike. Galen, Harvey, and Ward. Lancaster with 3 runs in the first and 1 in the second for their 4 runs on 5 hits. 1-1. That's bunted up the first base line. DeBar will field this one, and his underhand toss is right on the money to Navarrete. So Galen is retired, and there's one away. Barnstormers testing DeBar right there after he could not make the throw to first on the bunt by Charlie Neal last inning. And after throwing away a ball on a pickoff attempt in the first, Barnstormers trying to make DeBar work there, but Galen is retired. And with one out, here's Ryan Harvey, who lifted a sac fly to right in the opening inning. First pitch, and Harvey takes a strike. 0-1. The sac fly, Harvey's first of the year, and his 8th run batted in. And this pitch is on the ground towards third. Suarez backhanded, fields the long throw. He is in time for the out. Good throw by Gabe Suarez. 2 batters, 2 ground outs for Lancaster here in inning number 3. And obviously frustrating for Nick DeBar to allow 4 runs in the first 2 innings, but this game still has a long way to go. It's up to DeBar to settle down and regroup, keep Lancaster off the board here, and give the Ducks offense a chance. The offense has sprung to life over the last couple games for Long Island, including a season-high 15 hits in yesterday's win, an 11 a.m. start time here in Lancaster. Darryl Ward takes a first pitch strike in the count 0-1. Ward struck out swinging back in the opening inning, one of 2 strikeouts for DeBar on the day. 0-1 here. Misses a little low to even up the count. 1-1 strike. A few other games going on in the Atlantic League today. One game already final. Sugarland Skeeters defeated Southern Maryland this morning 10-2. 1-1 here to Ward is swung on and missed for strike 2. The winner of that game was Scott Ellerton, who improves to 2-1. Jeremy Sowers, the loss, fell to 1-2. Steve Moss hit 2 home runs in the game, now up to 4 on the year. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch coming from DeBar to Ward. And the pitch on the way is outside for ball 2. Going on right now, game 1 of a doubleheader tonight between the Bluefish and the River Sharks. Top of the 7th inning, Bluefish lead 4-1. Kala, the starter for Bridgeport. Walter for the River Sharks. 2 RBIs for Gomez leading the way for Bridgeport. Game 2 will follow 30 minutes after the completion of game 1. And here Ward rockets one to right. This is going to go off the scoreboard. Joe Ashbrodeen will pick it up and fire it back in for a long single. And Darrell Ward picks up his first hit of the night. 6th hit for the Barnstormers. And a runner at first with 2 away for Cody Kirkland. And over in York, about 25 minutes off to our west tonight, the Revolution and the Somerset Patriots play in the bottom of the 3rd inning, with the Patriots leading 2-1. Green, the starter for York. Atkins for the Patriots. Jake Fox has driven in both runs for Somerset. Andy Gonzalez the only RBI for York, as Cody Kirkland swings and misses for strike 1. Major League scoreboard, Yankees will get underway at 8:40 out in Colorado. David Phelps against Juan Nicasio. Kirkland takes another fastball. That's in there for a called strike. And they count 0-2. Mets and White Sox tied at 1 at Citi Field as they play in the 3rd inning. Jeremy Hefner for the Mets, Jake Peavy for the White Sox. Lucas Duda has hit his 7th homer of the year. Alejandro De Aza his 6th for the White Sox. 0-2. Kirkland takes low and outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. NHL playoffs tonight. Rangers will play game 4 of their series against the Washington Capitals. They're underway right now. No score in the first period. Capitals lead the series 2-1. Knicks even up their series at 1 with the Indiana Pacers last night, 2nd round matchup. Islanders also even up their 1st round matchup with the Pittsburgh Penguins last night at 2. As Kirkland fouls one off down the right field line. It's a good day for the New York teams yesterday, with the exception of the Yankees. The Mets won, almost got a perfect game from Matt Harvey, who allowed just 1 hit in 9 innings of work, struck out 12. The Ducks won yesterday, 8-3. The Knicks won in a blowout over the Pacers. And the Islanders won, 1-2. Kirkland chops it foul, 3rd base side. So everybody but the Yankees won. Yankees lost 2-0 last night out in Colorado. Also sent our thoughts and prayers out to J.A. Happ of the Toronto Blue Jays. He was hit by a line drive from Desmond Jennings in last night's game down in Tampa. Had to leave the game and go to the hospital. Reports are he was released from the hospital today. 1-2 to Kirkland, fouled again over the head of Butch Hobson and down the 3rd base line. Kirkland fighting off 3 tough pitches here to stay alive against Nick DeBar. So it was quite a busy day yesterday on the scoreboards. Runner at first here with 2 out is Darrell Ward. And a 1-2 pitch on the way from DeBar. Right-hander ready, kicks and fires, and Kirkland will swing and foul this one off, this time to the 1st base side. And Kirkland just finding ways to battle and stay alive here against the Ducks right-hander. Handful of fans in here tonight, and they've been treated to an early 4-0 Barnstormer lead. The 1-2 is low in the dirt, scoots away from Henriquez, back to the backstop. That's going to allow Ward to go down to 2nd on the 2nd wild pitch of the night by Nick DeBar. Again, you just get a little sense that Nick DeBar is having some trouble here locating his pitches. A little bit of inconsistency on some throws tonight. 2-2. That's popped in the air. 1st base side, again foul, and again back into the crowd. Now 9 pitches in this at bat from DeBar to Kirkland. And the count's still even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. And the pitch on the way from DeBar is lifted deep in the air to left field. Going back is Bailey to the warning track at the wall. He looks up and you can forget it. A 2-run home run onto the lawn seating area in left field for Cody Kirkland as he wins the battle on the 10th pitch of the at-bat. 2 more in for Lancaster, and they now lead it 6-0 here in the 3rd inning. Well, the 2 out runs coming back to bite the Ducks again here in this inning. 2 groundouts to start the inning, with a single to right by Darrell Ward. And now on the 10th pitch of the at-bat, the 2-run homer by Cody Kirkland, his 2nd of the year. RBIs 4 and 5 on the season for him. And it's now a 6-0 Lancaster lead. That brings up Gustavo Molina, who singled his first time up. 7 hits now for the Barnstormers, as DeBar deals a first pitch strike, 0-1. For Lancaster, it is their 13th home run of the season. The 0-1 is a weak swing and a miss. Molina chased way low and outside, and the count now 0-2. So Nick DeBar has allowed 6 runs on 7 hits through the first 2 2/3 innings of tonight's ball game. As his struggles continuing over his last few starts, and here, pitch misses outside for ball 1. Again, his first time out, he was completely unhittable, dominating in Sugar Land through 6 perfect innings, but had a pitch count of about 75, had to come out after 6 innings. Left with a 1-0 lead. And here a swing and a miss by Molina as he chases low and outside for Nick DeBar's 3rd strikeout of the ball game. But 2 hits with 2 out and 2 runs on the 2-run homer by Cody Kirkland. Lancaster leaves the bases empty, and we go to the 4th inning here at Clipper Magazine Stadium with the Barnstormers now in front 6-0.
Hi, this is Joe Ashbrodine, first baseman, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Want to know what happy tastes like? Well, treat your taste buds to Carvel's new Iceberg and Carvel Latte beverages. A Carvel Iceberg starts with your favorite soda, like Coke, Fanta Orange, and Barks Root Beer. Blend in ice and vanilla flavoring. It's then topped off with Carvel's famous soft serve ice cream. And try a new Carvel Latte, a dynamite mixture of coffee and hazelnut or Irish cream flavor, blended with ice and topped off with whipped cream and crunchies. New Carvel Lattes and Iceberg drinks. That's what happy tastes like. Only at Carvel. Visit Carvel.com for the location nearest you.
Hey, Duck fans, you want all the latest inside info on your defending Atlantic League champion Long Island Ducks? Then follow Ducks President and General Manager Michael Pfaff on Twitter at twitter.com/LIDucksGM. You'll find out first right here about player transactions, special stories, and so much more. You'll also be able to interact with Michael directly and get his take on all things Ducks baseball. Head to twitter.com/LIDucksGM today and make sure to follow along throughout the entire 2013 season. It's game time.
Fourth inning here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. Long Island Ducks trail it 6-0 to the Lancaster Barnstormers. Ducks will return home on Friday, May the 10th. They open up a 3-game weekend set against the Somerset Patriots. Friday night's game, 7:05 p.m. And former Major Leaguer Smithtown native Frank Catalanato will be on hand, signing copies of his autobiography, Heart and Hustle. Copies of the book will also be available for purchase at the Duck Pond. It's also the Friday night Pizza Hut K-Man promotion, where if the Pizza Hut K-Man strikes out for the Somerset Patriots, then all fans can redeem their game ticket at a participating Pizza Hut location for a free order of breadsticks. Tickets available for Friday night's game, as well as all Ducks home games this year, and you can get them at the Bethpage Ballpark box office, online at liducks.com, or over the phone, 631-940-TIXX. Ducks need a rally here. They are down 6-0 against Lenny DiNardo and the Barnstormers, and Danny Perales takes ball 1 low and inside to start off here in inning number 4. Perales, a strikeout victim, his first time up. And the 1-0 from DiNardo. That's in there for a strike. Good fastball, and the count 1-1. DiNardo has retired 8 of the 9 hitters he has faced, and has faced a minimum 9 batters through the first 3 innings. The 1-1 on the ground, foul. Up the first base line in the count 1-2. Ducks really haven't made good contact yet against DiNardo. The only Duck to really hit the ball well in play was Navarrete who fly to center on a line drive in the second inning. Adam Bailey crushed one in his at-bat, but hooked it foul. 1-2 is low. On the count 2-2. And DiNardo having a nice start here after a really rough outing last time in Sugar Land. Again, he pitched 3 games for the Long Island Ducks, did DiNardo, back in 2011. Went 2-1 with a 5.09 ERA in those 3 starts. As here, Perales chops one foul. And was signed by the Oakland Athletics and reported to AA Midland. Pitched that season with Midland, and he went 1-2 with a 3.51 earned run average before getting promoted to Sacramento. And there he really struggled, going 3-5 with a 6.49 ERA. Did not pitch at all last year. And a 2-2 on the ground towards first. Big hop, tough hop for Ward, but he fields and flips to DiNardo covering. And that's out number 1 here in the 4th. Another out on the ground for DiNardo.
Second baseman Josh Barfield.
The 5th out he has gotten on the ground so far in this ball game. And with 1 away, that'll bring up the second baseman, Josh Barfield. So here's Barfield hitting from the right side. And the first pitch from DiNardo is taken for a called strike, 0-1. Barfield has been hitting the ball well since coming back from the inactive list. He's at 286 on the year entering tonight, 10 for 35 with a home run and a run batted in. And here he fouls one off at home plate in the count quickly, 0-2. Josh Barfield, a former major leaguer, 4 seasons in the big leagues with the Padres and Cleveland Indians. 0-2 from DiNardo. The left-hander kicks and fires to the plate, and Barfield will take low and outside. Down in the dirt for ball 1. Ramon Castro waiting on deck for Long Island. He is the 3-hitter in DH. Base is empty, 1 out. And the 1-2 on the way from DiNardo. And the pitch is low. Good eye by Barfield, and the count even now at 2-2. 3 hits in yesterday's ball game and 3 runs scored for Barfield as he singled in the 1st, 5th, and 6th. He also drew a walk. The 2-2. Oh, that just missed. Good pitch from DiNardo. It was just off the outside corner. Barnstormers were asking where that ball was from the third base dugout, and home plate umpire Tim McCaffrey said it was outside. And now a 3-ball, 2-strike pitch on the way from DiNardo. Kicks and fires, and Barfield will swing and miss for strike 3. Tag is made by the catcher Gustavo Molina. And that is out number 2 here in the 4th inning as DiNardo picks up strikeout number 3.
Designated hitter, Ramon Castro. Your Schreiber Brothers, A-Band.
Only 1 base runner for the Ducks so far in tonight's ball game. That was the walk from Gabe Suarez back in the 3rd inning. And DiNardo has looked very good on the mound. First pitch on the way to Castro is over the outside corner for strike 1. Castro struck out looking his first time up back in the 1st. Castro has really been struggling at the plate as of late. Average down to 260, 13 for 50. The 0-1 is low and inside. That evens up the count at 1-1. Ducks trail 6-0 as we play here in the top of inning number 4. The 1-1, swinging a bouncer, back to the mound. Nice leaping grab by DiNardo, and he fires a strike to first for the out. And another 1-2-3 inning for DiNardo, who has faced the minimum 12 batters through the first 4 innings. We go to the bottom of the 4th here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. It's 6-0 in favor of Lancaster.
Hi, this is pitcher John Brownell, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Northeast Facility Supplies is the official janitorial supplier of the Long Island Ducks, serving all of Long Island, both North and South Fork locations to better serve you. We're located in Ronkonkoma and have a complete range of janitorial supplies for all your facilities' needs. Whether it's paper, plastics, chemicals, machinery, or equipment, no business is ever too big or too small for us. Don't forget to ask about our price match guarantee. Visit us on the web at www.nefaci.com or give us a call at 631-563-8119.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the Hebrew National Picnic Area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owls party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as a color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, display your group's artwork, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-DUCK and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks baseball. It's game time.
Ducks fans, now you can enjoy the taste of the Australian Outback at discounted prices just by attending Ducks games at Bethpage Ballpark. During every Friday home game, Ducks staff members will be handing out coupons for $5 off with the purchase of 2 lunch entrees at Outback Steakhouse. Whether you're enjoying one of their delicious USDA choice steaks or one of many Aussie-tizers, Outback takes great pride in serving the freshest, highest quality foods possible. They're now open on Saturday and Sunday for lunch beginning at 11 a.m., and you can join them every Wednesday as well for No Worries Wednesday with a complete meal for 2 starting at just $25. First pitch is outside to Charlie Neal at Outback. It's all about the quality and all about the food. Neal will take check swing. They appeal to third and Alan Reyes. Or check that, that's Tino Takori over at third. Says he did not go around. Alan Reyes around at first. Count 2-0 quickly here on Charlie Neal. Switch hitting DH. Batting from the left side, and here he hits one high in the air to right center field. Long run for Perales, still going back in right center, reaches up and makes the catch on the warning track for out number 1. Danny Perales has great speed out there in center field, tracks the ball well off the bat. And with one away, that's going to bring up the center fielder, Jerry Owens. Barnstormers have scored in each of the first 3 innings here tonight. 3 in the first, 1 in the second, and 2 in the third. And the Ducks have a right-hander warming up. It looks like Connor Graham down the left field line. As Nick DeBar pitches here in the fourth. And his first pitch on the way here to Jerry Owens is taken over the outside corner for strike 1. 2 for 2 so far is Owens, a single to right in the first and an infield single to first in the second. He has a run already in this game. And the 0-1 from DeBar is low and inside for ball 1. Owens entered today at .317. The only Barnstormer who has played more than 1 game this year that's hitting over 300. Now the 1-1 is low and inside for ball 2. I say that because Gustavo Molina is at .333, but he's only played 1 game. Ducks have 1 hitter as well that's hitting above 300, and that is Ryan Strebe, who enters today at .359, but again is out with the wrist injury tonight. Outside for ball 3 from DeBar. A couple times after dealing pitches, DeBar has rubbed his right hand against his pant leg. And he's looked down a couple times too, and I think he's just not had a great grip on the ball tonight. And a 3-1 on the way is popped in the air foul, third base side out of play. And that will run the count full to 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases empty for the Barnstormers here in the bottom of the fourth. Lancaster with 6 runs on 7 hits, and they've been helped out by 2 Ducks errors. And a 3-2 is low and outside for ball 4, and Owens has gotten on base now all 3 times he's come to the plate in this game. The second walk allowed by Nick DeBar. So with 1 on, 1 out, that'll bring up Olmo Rosario. So with 1 on and 1 out, here is Rosario batting from the right side. DeBar works out of the stretch, deals, and Rosario takes low and away for ball 1. Rosario, an RBI single to center and a run scored back in the first, but hit into a 6-4 3-double play in the second. That double play did score a run, but no RBI for him. 1-0. Runner goes, pitches a ball, the throw to second. In time. Great throw from Ralph Henriquez to Josh Barfield at second, who quickly slapped the tag on Jerry Owens. It's a caught stealing. It goes 2-4, and now 2 away here in the fourth. Great throw from Ralph Henriquez there, and Jerry Owens caught for the third time this year. He's now 7 for 10 on stolen base attempts. And now a 2-0 to Rosario with the bases empty is fouled off at home plate, and the count 2-1. So Nick DeBar trying to go his first inning in this game, facing the minimum 3 batters. He has faced at least 5 in each of the first 3 innings. And a 2-1, Rosario hits a high, deep drive again to left field. Going back is Bailey. Warning track, wall, you can forget it. A solo homer to left for Olmo Rosario. Second home run of the game for Lancaster. For Rosario, it's his first of the year, and the Barnstormers lead it 7-0 here in the fourth. So after the caught stealing, DeBar leaves one up in the zone, and Rosario puts a charge into it. And you can tell DeBar is extremely frustrated out on the mound. And that might be all from as Kevin Baez comes out of the third base dugout and will motion down in the bullpen. So Nick DeBar's night is done here after 3 2/3 innings. He's going to give the baseball to Kevin Baez and head to the third base dugout. We have our first pitching change of the night, and we'll be right back here at Clipper Magazine Stadium.
Hi, this is right-handed pitcher Josh Lansford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Mr. Savemore, it's happening again. I know our electric costs went down after all that new lighting you did through LIPA's lighting retrofit program, but this month's bill is even lower. Should I contact LIPA this time?
No, Millie. There's still nothing wrong with our LIPA bill. This time I took advantage of LIPA's AC retrofit program. Our central air system was, let's say, not too efficient anymore. You remember last summer. With LIPA's AC retrofit program, I replaced all our units, here in our offices, in our warehouse, and our showroom. With LIPA's increased rebates and lower cooling costs every summer, our new AC systems will pay for themselves in just a few years.
Oh, Mr. Savemore, you did it again! You save more!
LIPA's commercial AC retrofit program can reduce your cooling costs by up to 30%. Over time, that can mean thousands. Call 1-800-692-2626 or visit lipower.org/retrofit. LIPA, we're working for you.
A rough night for the right-hander Nick DeBar. And the Long Island Ducks, they trail 7-0 as we play here in the bottom of the fourth. New pitcher in for the Ducks, it's right-hander Connor Graham. And the righty takes over for Nick DeBar after he allows 7 runs, 6 of them earned through the first 3 2/3 innings. And so it'll be up to Graham to try and keep the Barnstormers off the board from now on and give the Ducks offense a chance to come back in this ball game. And after 3 straight terrific starts by Long Island Ducks pitchers, Nick DeBar has his 3rd straight rough outing in a row. So Connor Graham is in. And we talked a little bit about how good the starters have been over the last 3 games. In York on Sunday, the final game of the series, Ducks looking to avoid a sweep. And John Brownell threw 7 shutout innings, gave up just 3 hits and 1 walk while striking out 9. In the series opener here on Monday, Matt Way allowed 3 runs, only 1 earned on 5 hits in 7 innings. No walks and 7 strikeouts. He got a no decision, but pitched very well. And then yesterday, Dontrell Willis gets his first win as a Duck, as he allows just 2 runs on 4 hits in 6 2/3 innings with 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. So after 3 straight starts, with starters allowing less than 2 earned runs or less, 6 earned runs allowed here by DeBar tonight. And the first pitch from Connor Graham to Travis Danker is a fastball that missed a little high. And that is ball 1. Graham, the tall right-hander, wears number 99 for Long Island. That'll be a 1-0 here in this righty-righty matchup. Graham from the windup kicks and fires, and Danker takes a fastball called strike. And the count 1-1.
So for Nick DeBar, 3 2/3 innings, 8 hits, 7 runs, 6 of them earned. He walked 2 and struck out 3, served up 2 home runs and threw 2 wild pitches. 1-1 from Connor Graham. And Denker will take outside corner at the knees, a called strike in the count 1-2. Denker has drawn a walk and grounded to the mound in his 2 trips to the plate tonight. Graham looking for the final out here in the bottom of the 4th. Lancaster has scored at least 1 in every inning. Graham looking for the sign from Henriquez, and now his 1-2 pitch on the way. Is a check swinging a ball in the dirt. They appeal to first, but Alan Reyes says he did not go around. So now the count is even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2-2 now the count with 2 away. And the righty Graham ready to go. Deals to the plate. And Denker lines one into the glove of a diving first baseman, Ray Navarrete. Nice catch by Ray Navarrete over there at first for the final out here in the 4th. So for the Barnstormers, they get 1 run on 1 hit. The solo home run with 2 outs by Olmo Rosario. They leave the bases empty, and we go to the 5th here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. It's the Barnstormers 7 and the Ducks nothing.
Hi, this is Bryant Nelson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Ducks Baseball official YouTube channel, youtube.com/Ducks Baseball.
This one is clocked. Deep left field by Dan Lyons. Going back is left fielder Peter Barrows. He's looking up. That ball will not leave its wingman. I feel the need for speed. Talk to me, Goose. Talk to me. It's no good. Talk to me. Hey, Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Every time a Ducks hitter goes deep, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all the winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Beautify your patio, walkway, driveway, or pool surround with Nicoloc paving stones and walls. Nicoloc's specially formulated paver shield offers extra surface wear protection and color enhancement throughout the thickness of the paver. Paver shield guarantees that your pavers will look great for years to come. Bring home the elegance with Nicoloc. Visit the Nicoloc Design Center, Sunrise Highway, Lindenhurst, or Nicoloc.com.
Let Nicoloc Paver, let Nicoloc Pavers pave your way.
On to inning number 5 now here at Clipper Magazine Stadium, where the Lancaster Barnstormers lead it 7-0 over the Long Island Ducks. Fans, don't forget to stop by the Waddle Inn Shop on your next visit to the Duck Pond, where exclusive, hard-to-find Ducks memorabilia is now on sale. Proceeds benefit the Quacker Jack Foundation, the charitable arm of the Long Island Ducks. Well, the offense has some work to do. They have to try and get a hit on the board because they have no hits through the first 4 innings, just 1 base runner, a walk to Gabe Suarez. But Lenny DiNardo has been very strong for Lancaster, and he will face 4, 5, and 6 in the Ducks order here in the 5th inning. Bailey, Navarrete, and Brodeen. First pitch to Bailey. That is taken up and inside for ball 1. So Connor Graham coming in to relieve Nick DeBar and getting the final out of that 4th inning. Rough night here for Nick DeBar. And this pitch is tapped foul to the first base side of home plate. That goes foul by about a foot, as Bailey chopped it right into the ground in the count 1-1. Bailey grounded to second on a very nice play by Travis Denker in the 2nd inning. Bailey entered tonight 16 for 69 on the year with a home run and 9 runs batted in. 1 ball, 1 strike pitch from DiNardo. And this one is swung on and fouled off behind the plate. Ducks have had some good swings here early on, but they just haven't been able to make good contact. It looks like their timing has been off here today against DiNardo. You know, something where you thought maybe the timing would be off yesterday with that 11:05 a.m. start, baseball and education day here in Lancaster. But the Ducks offense looked very good yesterday, pounding out 15 hits. Tonight,
Not there yet against DiNardo. As here, Bailey takes a called strike 3. Hits the outside corner. Bailey did not like the call. Has some words with Tim McCaffrey here at home plate. And that is out number 1 here in the 5th. 4th strikeout for DiNardo.
First baseman Ray Navarrete.
First pitch to Ray Navarrete. That is taken for a called strike. And the count 0-1. Navarrete had one of the few hard-hit balls here against DiNardo early in this game. A line drive in a center in the second that was caught by Owens. And this one skips in the dirt for a ball from DiNardo. And that will even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. DiNardo, a tall left-hander. He stands in at 6'4", 225 pounds. Born in Miami, now resides in Fort Myers. Was originally a third-round draft pick from the Mets in 2001. An 0-1 here. Navarrete takes up and away for a ball. It was actually ball 2. The count goes to 2-1 on Navarrete. Navarrete entered tonight 13 for 61 on the year, a .213 average with a homer and 5 runs batted in. 1-1 pitch coming. And Navarrete takes a fastball outside. Checked out that was a 2-1 pitch, and now the count is 3-1. Scoreboard in right has it at 2-1, but the home plate umpire Tim McCaffrey signaling 3-1. And DiNardo ready to deal to Navarrete. The pitch outside for ball 4. Second time a Ducks batter has walked in this game. Second base runner of the game for the Ducks, and it's another Municipal Credit Union walk with a purpose. Every time a Ducks batter walks, the Quackerjack Foundation wins. So with 1 on and 1 out, let's see if the Ducks can get a little rally started. Here is Joe Brodeen, switch hitting right fielder, hitting from the right side. Brodeen picked up his 7th run batted in last night, and the first pitch on the way from DiNardo. Kicks and fires, and this one is taken for a called strike. It's 0-1. Brodeen grounded his short his first time up, entered tonight hitting .254, 15 for 59, with 2 homers and 7 runs batted in. 0-1 pitch, and Brodeen takes in the dirt. Good block at home plate by Gustavo Molina. And the count 1-1. Molina, a former big league catcher who signed with the Barnstormers on Monday. Played his first game with Lancaster yesterday. And he wears that goalie-style mask that hockey goalies wear rather than the backwards helmet and the face mask. 1-1 outside for a ball. And the count goes to 2-1 on Joe Brodeen. 2 hits and an RBI yesterday for Joe Ash. Ralph Henriquez waits on deck for the Ducks. And here comes a 2-1 from DiNardo. Deals to the plate, and Brodeen will swing and hit a slow tapper foul. Off to the third base side of home plate, and the count now even at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Ducks trail 7-0 as we play here in the top of the 5th inning. Navarrete held on at first by Ward, and the 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. Good hard fastball down low. Brodeen missed it. 5th strikeout for DiNardo, and 2 away here in the 5th inning. Now Lenny DiNardo continuing to pitch well for Lancaster. And with 2 out and the bases empty, or a runner at first, here is Ralph Henriquez. Ducks still looking for their first hit of the ball game. And the first pitch on the way, Henriquez swings and misses for strike 1. That fastball from DiNardo has great movement tonight, diving down into the zone. Ducks hitters seem to be swinging over the top of it throughout the course of the ball game. 0-1 upcoming. DiNardo deals, and Henriquez takes outside. That'll even up the count at 1-1. Henriquez grounded to third his first time up. That was back in the 3rd inning. One on the way from the left-hander. That is in there for a strike at the belt. And the count is now 1-2. I think Enriquez thought that one was a little high. So Navarrete takes his lead at first, and now a 1-2 from DiNardo. Deals, and Enriquez will take in at the knees a called strike 3. Enriquez thought this one was low. And the side retired here in the 5th as DiNardo strikes out the side. 6 Ks for Lenny DiNardo as the Ducks get no runs, no hits, a walk, and a runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. We're halfway through, 7-0 in favor of Lancaster.
Hi, this is pitcher Matt Way, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Mr. Savemore, it's happening again. I know our electric costs went down after all that new lighting you did through LIPA's lighting retrofit program, but this month's bill is even lower. Should I contact LIPA this time?
No, Millie. There's still nothing wrong with our LIPA bill. This time I took advantage of LIPA's AC retrofit program. Our central air system was, let's say not too efficient anymore. You remember last summer. With LIPA's AC retrofit program, I replaced all our units, here in our offices, in our warehouse, and our showroom. With LIPA's increased rebates and lower cooling costs every summer, our new AC systems will pay for themselves in just a few years.
Oh, Mr. Savemore, you did it again! You save more!
LIPA's commercial AC retrofit program can reduce your cooling costs by up to 30%. Over time, that can mean thousands. Call 1-800-692-2626 or visit lipower.org/retrofit. LIPA, we're working for you.
Back here at Clipper Magazine Stadium, it's been all Barnstormers so far tonight as they lead it 7-0 over the Long Island Ducks in Game 3 of this 4-game series and 7-game road trip, game number 6 on the road trip. Final game of the road trip will be tomorrow. Ducks have a 3-2 record here on this road trip thus far. Again, a win tonight would guarantee them A, a winning road trip, but B, a winning series for the first time this year. Ducks so far have dropped their first 5 series of the season, but have only been swept in one of them, and now have taken the first 2 games to guarantee themselves at least a split of this series with the Barnstormers. Ducks enter tonight with 3 straight wins, but Lancaster's offense hitting Nick DeBar hard in this ball game. And now Connor Graham is in after taking over to record the final out of the 4th. And he'll face Blake Galen, Ryan Harvey, and Darrell Ward here in the 5th. First pitch from Graham, and Galen takes a fastball inside for ball 1. Galen has walked and bounced to the mound his 2 times up to the plate tonight. And the 1-0 from Graham. That is downstairs. And the count now 2 balls and no strikes. Galen was 1 for 4 at the plate yesterday, entered tonight hitting .203 on the year. 2-0 to the second-year Barnstormer is up high, and Graham now behind, 3 balls and no strikes. Connor Graham on the year has struggled a little bit on the mound. He has an ERA of 6.14 and a 1-1 record through 6 games. 3-0 from the right-hander. That's right down the chute for strike 1. Connor Graham in 7 1/3 innings, 9 hits, 6 runs, 5 of which are earned. He has walked 3, 1 intentional walk as well, and has struck out 4. 3-1 to Galen. Ground ball left side. The shortstop line's backhand. The throw to first. Good stretch by Navarrete for the out. Nice play on both ends. Dan Lyons to get to that ball in the hole and make the strong throw to first. Navarrete for the stretch to get the speedy Galen. And that's out number 1 here in the 5th inning. And it'll bring up Ryan Harvey. So with 1 out, here is Harvey hitting from the right side. First pitch on the way from Graham is low for ball 1. Harvey, a sac fly to right in the first for his 8th run batted in of the year. Then he grounded to third in the 3rd. The 1-0 pitch coming from Connor Graham. Deals, and Harvey swings and chops it foul at the plate to even up the count at 1-1. Yesterday, Ryan Harvey took an 0-for-4 performance at the plate, dropping the average down to 242 entering tonight, 16 for 66. So a 1-1 coming here from Connor Graham. Shakes off Henriquez, now gets the sign he likes, and his pitch on the way is up and inside on a curveball. And the count goes to 2-1. Ducks defense shaded around towards the left side. The third baseman Suarez hugs the third base line. The second baseman Barfield playing almost behind second, just off to the first base side of second base. Graham now ready to go. And his 2-1 pitch on the way is lifted in the air, foul. First base side out of play. And the count now even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Harvey also in his second year as a Lancaster Barnstormer. Last year in the Atlantic League Championship Series against the Ducks, he hit .381, 8 for 21, and had 4 home runs and 7 runs batted in. Hit the ball well against Long Island, but again it was Long Island who finished on top in that championship series. 2-2 to Harvey, swinging a little tapper up the first base line. Graham off the mound. Fields throws to first, a little low, but Navarrete fields for the putout. 2 ground balls and 2 outs here in the bottom of inning number 5. So Harvey is now 0 for 2, and that'll bring up Darrell Ward, the first baseman and 6th hitter for Lancaster. So here's Ward from the left side. First pitch from Graham is outside for ball 1. Ward struck out in the first, singled to right and scored in the third. Be a 1-0 coming here from the right-hander. Deals to the plate, and Ward swings and hits one in the air deep to right field. Brodin watches it go. You can forget it. And the offense continues for the Barnstormers. 5 straight innings, they have scored a run here in tonight's ball game. It's their 3rd home run of the night. For Ward, his 2nd, and it's now 8-0 Lancaster here in the 5th. Well, the Barnstormers really struggled offensively in the first couple games of this series, losing both of the games to the Ducks, and the Barnstormers coming into tonight losing 8 games in a row. And Butch Hobson made a comment to the Lancaster beat writer yesterday, Bert Wilson, that if this continues, at some point personnel changes may need to be made. Well, the Barnstormers offense is responding tonight as they have teed off on Ducks pitching for 8 runs on 9 hits through the first 5 innings. And now here's Cody Kirkland, who hit a 2-run homer his last time up. First pitch from Graham, and Kirkland chases way low and outside for strike 1. Kirkland had struck out his first time up, but after the single by Ward in the third with 2 out, Kirkland hit a 2-run home run out to the lawn seating in left field. And now an 0-1 coming from Connor Graham. Right-hander kicks and fires, and Kirkland will swing and foul it off the glove of Henriquez back behind home plate, and the count goes to 0-2. $8-0 Lancaster here in the 5th. And this pitch way inside for a ball. And the count is now 1-2 on Cody Kirkland. Kirkland again dealing with the chronic back issue that kept him out of yesterday's game, but in there tonight. And the 1-2 pitch misses inside, and the count goes to 2-2. Seen a couple times already in this game, Ducks pitchers get to 2 strikes on hitters, but unable to get that final strike and letting innings continue. And now a 2-2 on the way from Graham to Kirkland. And the pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3 as he blows a fastball by him. First strikeout for Graham, and the side retired in the 5th. But another run for Lancaster on 1 hit, the solo homer by Darrell Ward. And through 5 innings here at Clipper Magazine Stadium,
It is now the Lancaster Barnstormers leading the Long Island Ducks by a count of 8-0.
Hi, this is Adam Bailey, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hi, I'm former Major Leaguer John Franco. Growing up in Brooklyn, I dreamed of playing professional baseball. My dad, a city employee, worked hard so I can live out that dream. The team at MCU is a lot like my dad. They're New Yorkers you can count on, and they'll work hard to help you reach your financial goals.
Municipal Credit Union has a full range of financial services that make sense in today's economy. Join today. Call 1-866-JOIN-MCU or visit nymcu.org.
MCU, strong, trusted, growing.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Holiday Inn Islip MacArthur Airport in Ronkonkoma. Uncover the perfect balance of memorable, award-winning service and the most central location Long Island has to offer. The Holiday Inn is located less than a quarter mile from the Islip MacArthur Airport with a state-of-the-art health and fitness center, high-speed internet access, a world-class outdoor pool, and the great food and fun inside the Brickyard Bar and Grill. There's never been a better time to visit the Holiday Inn Islip Airport. Best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Holiday Inn, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 585-9500 today. That's 631-585-9500.
Ducks fans follow all season long as the Long Island Ducks try and meet the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. The Ducks hit 100 home runs this season. The Chappie's Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. Chappie's Funeral Homes, where caring for others is our family tradition. Ducks have hit 18 home runs on the year. Their 18th coming yesterday on the second pitch of the ball game. A Danny Perales solo shot to right. And the Ducks entering tonight are tied for second in the Atlantic League in homers with 18. Somerset also has 18. Sugarland leading the way with 20 on the year. Part of the reason why the Skeeters are 16-3 overall on the season. The first pitch is fouled off down the right field line by Gabe Suarez for strike one. Donardo has been very strong through the first 5 innings. He's not given up a hit. He's not given up a run. He has allowed just 2 walks and has struck out 6. The 0-1 from the left-hander. And Suarez will take low to even up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Suarez drew the first of the 2 walks, allowed by DiNardo back in the third. The Suarez, Lyons, and Perales 8, 9, and 1 in the Ducks order as we play here in the top of the 6th inning. 1-1 on the way. And Suarez will swing and lift one foul again down the first base line. And DiNardo ahead 1-2 on the Ducks' third baseman. DiNardo along looking for the sign here from Gustavo Molina. Now will step off and go through the signs once again. Now DiNardo is ready to go. And the 1-2 to Suarez is swung on and tapped foul up the third base line. Suarez was way out in front of that pitch. So the count will stay put at 1-2. Again, the Ducks missing a couple of big bats in their lineup tonight. Ryan Strebe out with a wrist injury he suffered in yesterday's game, stealing second. Just slid on his wrist the wrong way, so he's taking the day off today, at least from the starting lineup. 1-2, swinging a line drive in a right field towards the line. Will it stay fair? It does not. Lands a couple feet foul, and that keeps the no-hitter intact for DiNardo. And the count stays 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Suarez steps back up to home plate after just missing at least a single down the right field line. And another 1-2 from DiNardo, inside and low. And that evens up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Dan Lyons waits on deck for the Ducks. This pitch misses low again. And the count has gone full at 3-2.
Pitch on the way, and swing and miss for Suarez as he chases outside for strike 3. Fourth batter in a row that DiNardo has struck out, and that's 7 Ks on the night for the Barnstormer lefty.
Shortstop, Dan Lyons.
So with one away, that'll bring up Dan Lyons, who lined into a 4-3 double play his first time up. Lyons hits from the right side. And the first pitch on the way from DiNardo is swung on and fouled off at the plate for strike 1. Lyons hit a hard hit ball towards the second baseman Danker, and the runner at first, Suarez, way too far off the bag and was doubled off at first. 0-1 pitch on the way from the lefty. Lyons will swing and ground one here towards third. Couple hops for Kirkland. He throws across in time for the out. And there are 2 away. DiNardo continuing to pitch the ball well. And with 2 outs here in the 6th inning, that'll bring up Danny Perales. So Perales will step to the plate, hitting from the left side. So far tonight, a strikeout and a ground out to first for the lefty swinging center fielder. First pitch from DiNardo to Perales. And this one is hit on the ground towards second. Danker will field. Off balance throw to first in time for the out. And another 1-2-3 inning for Lenny DiNardo here in the 6th inning. He's not given a hit through 6. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning, 8-0 in favor of Lancaster over Long Island.
Hi, this is pitcher Bill Murphy. You're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Want to know what happy tastes like? Well, treat your taste buds to Carvel's new iceberg and Carvolate beverages. A Carvel iceberg starts with your favorite soda, like Coke, Fanta Orange, and Barks Root Beer. Blend in ice and vanilla flavoring. It's then topped off with Carvel's famous soft serve ice cream. And try a new Carvolate, a dynamite mixture of coffee and hazelnut or Irish cream flavor, blended with ice and topped off with whipped cream and crunchies. New Carvolates and iceberg drinks. That's what happy tastes like. Only at Carvel. Visit Carvel.com for the location nearest you.
Now that Metrex is the official nutrition bar of the Long Island Ducks, they're fueling their powerful lineup with delicious high-quality protein to support lean muscle and strength. So that in 2013, the Long Island Ducks can have their best season ever. Uh-oh. Metrex, shaping every body.
Bottom of the 6th inning here in Lancaster. It's been all Lenny DiNardo and the Barnstormers tonight. DiNardo has thrown 6 hitless innings so far against this Ducks offense, which put up a season-high 15 hits yesterday. And as for the Barnstormers offense, which has struggled over the last few games, they have scored at least 1 run in each inning, and they lead it 8-0 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Michael Pollack here with you, bringing you all the action from Clipper Magazine Stadium. Connor Graham will stay in for his second full inning of work. Got the final out of the 4th and pitched the 5th. Gave up just a solo homer to Darrell Ward. And he'll face 8-9-1 in the Barnstormers order this inning. Molina, Neal, and Owens for Lancaster. So here is Molina to lead off. Barnstormers have pounded out 9 hits thus far, have not committed any errors. Ducks have 2 errors on the board, both by starter Nick DeBar, who had his 3rd straight rough outing here tonight. So here's Molina to bat from the right side. 1-4-2 of the runs scored in this game. And the first pitch on the way from Connor Graham is taken up and outside for ball 1. Molina was 1-for-3 with a run scored yesterday. Singled and scored back in the 2nd inning today. Struck out his last time up. That was in the 3rd. And the 1-0 from Graham. Swung on and missed as Molina chased way low and outside to even up the count at 1-1. Take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard here in this 6th inning as well. And earlier today, a morning game in Southern Maryland. Skeeters beat the Blue Crabs 10-2. Here comes a 1-1 from Graham. From the windup, he deals, and this one is swung on and popped up foul over our heads and out of play. And the count goes to 1-2. Winning pitcher in that Skeeters Blue Crabs game was Scott Ellerton. He improves to 2-1. The loser, Jeremy Sowers, who drops to 1-2. No save in the game. 1-2 to Molina, swinging a foul ball behind the plate. Home runs in the game from Steve Moss. He had 2 of them, now has 4 on the year. Moss at the plate was 5 for 5 with 3 RBIs, 4 runs scored. Anthony Granato also had a 5-hit game for Sugarland. So the count here 1-2 on Molina as Connor Graham gets a fresh baseball. And the 1-2 pitch on the way from the righty is swung on and fouled off again over the screen and behind home plate. Game 1 of the doubleheader tonight between the Bluefish and River Sharks is final. Bluefish won it 4-1. Kala the win improved to 2-1, and Walter the loss fell to 1-2. Both went the distance. There were no home runs in that game. Game 2 of the doubleheader is underway now. They're in the top of the second inning, and the Bluefish have a 1-0 lead. This one is a check swing and no swing according to umpire down at first. That's Alan Reyes, and the count now even at 2-2 on Gustavo Molina. Righty-righty matchup. Graham gets the sign. 7th pitch of the at-bat on the way. And this one is swung on and missed for strike 3. Enriquez applies the tag. Second strikeout for Connor Graham. And 1 out here in the 6th. That'll bring up Charlie Neal. So again, game 2 underway in Bridgeport. Bluefish with a 1-0 lead. Kulik the starter for the River Sharks. Minix the starter for the Bluefish. Louis Lopez has driven in the only run of the game thus far. And off to our west in York tonight. Revolution have a 5-2 lead over the Patriots as they play in the top of the 6th. First pitch is a called strike to Charlie Neal. Nick Green the starter for the Revolution. Mitch Atkins the starter for the Patriots. 2 RBIs thus far for Brian Bergamy and Andy Gonzalez leading the way for the Revolution. Jake Fox has driven in both of the Patriot runs. 0-1 is fouled off deep down the left field line. And the count 0-2 on Neal. Yankees and Rockies just about to get underway. They're in the top of the first now in Colorado, no score. David Phelps for the Yankees, Juan Nicasio for the Rockies. 0-2 from Graham to Neal, outside for ball 1. White Sox lead the Mets 4-1 as they play in the top of the 6th inning at Citi Field. Jeremy Hefner against Jake Peavy in that game. Lucas Duda hit his 7th home run of the year for the Mets. Alejandro De Aza his 6th for the White Sox. Here comes a 1-2, and Neal grounds one towards second, backhanded by Barfield. Throws to first for the out, and 2 away here in the 6th inning. Ducks have gotten to this point in an inning a couple of different times already in the game, 3 to be specific, where they've gotten 2 outs without allowing a run, and somehow the Barnstormers have scored in each inning. They have hit home runs in each of the last 3. And here is Jerry Owens, who's been on base all 3 times with 2 singles, a run scored, and a walk. Graham is ready to go. And his first pitch coming to Jerry Owens is taken for a called strike at the knees, 0-1. Rangers in their 4th game of their first round matchup of the Capitals. Madison Square Garden, the site of tonight's game. Second period, Rangers have a 1-0 lead on a Brad Richards goal in the first. 0-1, fouled off to the screen behind home plate, and the count quickly 0-2. Rangers trying to even up that series at 2 before it goes back to Washington. No local action in the NBA tonight, though the Bulls and the Heat are playing down in Miami. In game 2 of their series, Bulls lead the series 1-0. And the 0-2 on the way from Graham to Owens is swung on and lifted foul, third base side out of play. Right now, the Miami Heat destroying the Bulls 70-47 in the 3rd quarter. Spurs and Golden State Warriors at 9:30 tonight in San Antonio. Spurs lead that series 1-0. 0-2 the count here. Graham getting the sign from Ralph Henriquez. And his 0-2 offering to Jerry Owens. They swung on and lifted in the air to shallow left field. The shortstop Lyons goes out and makes a nice running catch for the final out of the sixth. First time the Ducks have kept the Barnstormers off the board in tonight's game. Their first 1-2-3 inning of the game as well. And we head to the seventh here at Clipper Magazine Stadium, where the Long Island Ducks trail it 8-0 to the Lancaster Barnstormers.
Hi, this is center fielder Ryan Canary, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey Ducks fans, your recreation destination this year is The Rinks at Hidden Pond Park. The Rinks features 2 full-size ice rinks, a 97-acre summer day camp, a New York State licensed preschool academy, and a wide variety of birthday party options. Learn to skate, join one of many hockey leagues, swim in an Olympic-sized pool, and enjoy all the fun that The Rinks has to offer. Visit us today at 660 Terry Road in Hauppauge, or check us out online at therinks.com. The Rinks, your recreation destination.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Hey Ducks fans, do you want frequent updates on team transactions, scores, store specials, and the status of upcoming games? Well then follow the Long Island Ducks on Twitter at twitter.com/LIDucks. With Twitter, the faithful flock will also be able to follow their Ducks and find out more information regarding nightly promotions, player signings, league activities, and so much more. The Ducks are tweeting right now, and you can follow along at twitter.com/LIDucks. So far, the story of tonight's game, aside from the Lancaster offense, has been the pitching of Lenny DiNardo, former big leaguer and former Long Island Duck. 6 hitless innings. He's allowed just 2 base runners, walks to Ray Navarrete and Gabe Suarez. Josh Barfield to lead off, and he fouls the first pitch off behind home plate for strike 1. 7 strikeouts so far for DiNardo. And the light crowd that's on hand here has been treated to a great pitching performance so far from the left-hander. Here Barfield takes up and outside. That evens up the count at 1-1 on Barfield, who has grounded to second and struck out in his 2 at-bats. 1-1 pitch, and Barfield will swing and foul this one to the screen, just slightly to the first base side of home plate. And DiNardo ahead again, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Unofficially to this point, DiNardo has thrown 87 pitches, 55 for strikes. He's going to really have to go, most likely, well over 100 pitches to complete the no-no if he can keep the Ducks off the hit board. On the 1-2, swinging a ground ball past the mound. Will it get through? The second baseman, Danker, fields off balance throw to first in time for the out. My goodness, that saves the no-no. What a great play by Travis Danker, the second baseman. He ranged behind the second baseman, threw off balance, and he beat Barfield by a half step at first. No argument from the Ducks side, and there's 1 out in the 7th on Danker's second great play of the night. And that saves the no-hit bid. So with 1 out, here is Ramon Castro hitting from the right side. And the first pitch is grounded to third on 1 hop to Kirkland. He throws to first, and there's 2 away. So Castro now 0 for 3 with a strikeout and 2 groundouts. And with 2 away, that's going to bring up Adam Bailey, who is 0 for 2 tonight. Usually we'll always see at least 1 play in one of those games, those perfect games or no-hitters, or at least the attempts where there's 1 play at least made by the defense that saves the game. And that could be it there for Travis Danker. First pitch here to Bailey. He takes a strike from DiNardo, 0-1. Bailey bounced to second in the 2nd and struck out looking in the 5th. DiNardo looking for another 1-2-3 inning here in the 7th inning. 0-1. Swinging a ground ball right side in the hole. The first baseman Ward Fields throws to DiNardo covering. And it is another 1-2-3 inning for Lenny DiNardo, who has gone 7 innings now here tonight without allowing a base hit. Time to stretch here at Clipper Magazine Stadium as the Long Island Ducks trail the Barnstormers 8-0.
Hey, this is pitcher Eric Neeson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/Ducks Baseball.
Mr. Savemore, I just opened our electric bill. There must be some mistake.
Yes, Millie, what would that be?
It's so much lower. It must be wrong. Should I contact LIPA?
No, Millie. There's nothing wrong with our bill. It's all the new lighting we've installed. Our lighting contractor told me about LIPA's new commercial lighting retrofit program. We were able to upgrade all our lighting here in our offices, in our warehouse, and our showroom. With LIPA's new higher rebates, our new lighting will pay for itself in less than a year, including our contractor costs. Not to mention how this will help improve our sales. And as you see, it's costing us a lot less for electricity.
Oh, Mr. Savemore, you really do know how to save more.
LIPA's commercial lighting retrofit program can reduce your lighting electric costs by up to 40%. Over time, that can mean thousands. Call 1-800-692-2626 or visit lipower.org/retrofit. LIPA, we're working for you.
We move to the bottom of the 7th inning here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. It's been all Barnstormers tonight. They lead it 8-0. And the story has been Lenny DiNardo, who has 7 no-hit innings so far against the Ducks lineup. And a new pitcher is in for the Ducks here in the 7th inning. It's right-hander T.J. Hose. Hose takes over for Connor Graham, who does a pretty good job in relief. Those 2 1/3 innings, he gave up just 1 hit and 1 run. The solo homer by Darrell Ward in the 5th. No walks and 2 strikeouts allowed by Connor Graham. So pretty nice job from the right-hander in relief of Nick DeBar, who was hit hard as the starter tonight. And Hose will face 2, 3, and 4 in the Lancaster lineup. Olmo Rosario, Travis Denker, and Blake Galen. So here is Rosario, who has one of the 3 Barnstormer home runs in tonight's ball game. Rosario hit a solo home run out to the lawn seating in left field back in the 4th. He has also singled to center an RBI base hit in the 1st, scored a run, and hit into a 6-4-3 double play in the 2nd. First pitch on the way, and that is taken for a called strike. It is 0-1. T.J. Hose, the right-hander. Time is called here. Home plate umpire Tim McCaffrey jumped out to the left of Rosario, made a very emphatic time call there, and I'm not sure why he was so emphatic about it, but called time. And now the 0-1 on the way to from T.J. Hose to Rosario is outside for a ball. That evens up the count at 1-1. Hose on the year, 0-1, 5.79 ERA in 7 games. 3 runs, 7 hits, 4 2/3 innings, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts as Rosario fouls one off down the third base line. And the count is now 1-2. So again, Lenny DiNardo, the lefty for the Barnstormers, 6 outs away from a no-hitter. And his 1-2, lifted in the air, foul, down the right field line, out of play. And we'll do it once again. DiNardo pitched in the World Baseball Classic with Italy in both 2006 and 2009. Here he misses, or does Hose, misses outside, and it's 2-2. And this pitch is downstairs once again, another ball, and that runs the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. T.J. Hose trying to get Rosario for the first out here in the 7th. Right-hander ready to go, and his 3-2 on the way to Henriquez. His hit on the ground is short for Dan Lyons. Fields on a couple hops, throws to Navarrete at first, and there's one away here in the 7th inning.
The second baseman, Travis Denker.
So with the bases empty and 1 out, that brings up Travis Denker, who is 1 for 3. Denker hits from the right side. Second baseman who has made 2 nice plays at second, but made a really, really nice one on Josh Barfield in the top half of this inning to keep the no-hitter alive. First pitch from Hose, and Denker swings and misses way out in front of that one. And the count 0-1. Denker and Harvey, 2 guys on this Barnstormers team who are very free swingers. They tend to chase a lot, tend to have very big swings. When they hit the ball, they can hit it a long way. As the 0-1 here is hit well in the air to right field. Brodin going back to the warning track at the wall. He jumps up. This one is off the wall. On his way to second is Denker. He will stop right there. And he has his second double of the night as he hits one off the wall in right field. I think Matt Way said it best in his pregame interview yesterday that Barnstormers play very well to their park here in Lancaster. They have good right-handed hitters who can drive the ball well the opposite way, and they have some good lefty hitters with pop too. And with that wall just 300 feet away from home plate down the right field line, very inviting for hitters. And sure enough, only one of the 3 home runs tonight have gone over that right field wall, but both sides in ball games here tend to use that wall to their advantage. And now Blake Galen at the plate with a runner at second and 1 out in the 7th. 10th hit of the game for the Barnstormers as Galen chops one back towards the mound. Hose will field, keeps the runner at second, and throws to first for the out. Surprised that Denker didn't go to third there. I think Denker thought that it might have been a foul ball, and that's why. So he stays put at second, 2 away, and the right fielder Ryan Harvey will come to the plate. First pitch upcoming here to Ryan Harvey, who swings from the right side. Hose kicks and fires, and Harvey takes downstairs. Good block at home plate by Henriquez. And the count is 1-0. Harvey tonight 0 for 2. He's grounded to third, grounded back to the mound, and a sac fly to right. He's the only Barnstormer that has not been on the base paths tonight. Galen has a walk, and Neal reached on the sacrifice bunt and error from Nick DeBar. 1-0 to Harvey. Breaking ball over the inside corner for a strike, and it's 1-1. 8-0 Barnstormers as we play here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Game just 2 hours old now. And the 1-1 from TJ Hose. Swung on and bounced to third. Suarez fields. He'll throw over to first in time for the out. And the side retired here in the 7th inning. So a nice job by Hose to work around the 1-out double. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left for Lancaster. And we head to the 8th inning here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. Barnstormers 8 and the Ducks 0.
Hi, this is infielder Gabriel Suarez, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Beautify your patio, walkway, driveway, or pool surround with Nicolak paving stones and walls. Nicolak's specially formulated paver shield offers extra surface wear protection and color enhancement throughout the thickness of the paver. Paver shield guarantees that your pavers will look great for years to come. Bring home the elegance with Nicolak. Visit the Nicolak Design Center, Sunrise Highway, Lindenhurst, or Nicolak.com.
Let Nicolak paver, let Nicolak pavers pave your way.
Northeast Facility Supplies is the official janitorial supplier of the Long Island Ducks, serving all of Long Island, both North and South Fork locations to better serve you. We're located in Ronkonkoma and have a complete range of janitorial supplies for all your facilities' needs. Whether it's paper, plastics, chemicals, machinery, or equipment, no business is ever too big or too small for us. Don't forget to ask about our price match guarantee. Visit us on the web at www.nefaci.com or give us a call at 631-563-8119.
North Shore LIJ, Southside Hospital in Bayshore, is the healthcare heart of our community. We provide outstanding health care right here at home with centers of excellence in cardiology, orthopedics, neurosciences, women's health services, and much more. Experience counts, and North Shore LIJ Southside Hospital has been around for nearly a century of care. For more information, please call 631-968-3000 or visit us on the web at www.nslij.com.
To the 8th inning we go here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. Lenny DiNardo and the Barnstormers with an 8-0 lead over the Ducks. And the first pitch is in there for a called strike, 0-1. Fans here are starting to get antsy as Lenny DiNardo has thrown 7 no-hit innings tonight against this Long Island Ducks team. And Ray Navarrete with a count of 0-1. DiNardo's pitch, and Navarrete fouls this one back behind home plate. DiNardo quickly ahead, 0-2. Navarrete has flied to center and walked in his 2 trips to the plate tonight. And DiNardo flirting with history tonight here for Lancaster. Ready to deal 0-2 here to Navarrete. Pitch on the way, and Navarrete will swing and foul this one again back behind home plate. So far tonight for DiNardo, 7 innings. He has struck out 7, has walked 2, but has not allowed a hit. And it'll be an 0-2 on the way from the left-hander. Ready, kicks and fires, and Navarrete will take just off the plate outside. Barnstormers thought they had strike 3, as did the fans here. And the count is now 1-2. DiNardo ready, kicks and fires, and Navarrete will swing and ground one here towards short. Rosario Fields throws to first in time. 1 away here in the 8th inning. Fans, time to warm up with a hot cup of Hampton Coffee Company gourmet coffee, available right now at our concession stands. Regular and decaf Hampton Coffee is the preferred coffee of the Long Island Ducks. Visit HamptonCoffeeCompany.com or visit their cafes out in the Hamptons. And so with 1 away, that's going to bring up Joe Ash Brodeen, switch hitting right fielder, batting right-handed. And the first pitch from DiNardo to Brodeen is taken for a called strike, 0-1. Brodeen has grounded to short and struck out in his 2 at-bats thus far. The 0-1, low and outside. And that evens the count at 1-1 strike. 8-0, the Barnstormers lead it over the Ducks. DiNardo's pitch, low and outside again to Brodeen. And that runs the count to 2-1. Been a light crowd on hand here tonight. They've had a lot to cheer about offensively, and DiNardo has done a terrific job on the mound. 2-1. Brodeen takes. That's in there for a strike at the belt, and the count now even at 2-2. DiNardo hasn't had overpowering stuff tonight, but he really has kept the Ducks hitters off balance here, mixing up that breaking ball and that fastball, which has sat in the low 80s for the most part tonight. And the 2-2 pitch to Brodeen, swung on and foul tipped into and out of the glove of the catcher Gustavo Molina. And the count remains 2-2 on Brodeen. The other thing DiNardo has done very well is he's hit his spots, mixed up the location, going in and out, up and down in the zone. And his 2-2 on the way to Joe Ash Brodeen is taken just off the outside corner for ball 3. And the fans continuing to groan with every pitch. They want everything a strike here towards the end of this game. And now a 3-2 on the way from DiNardo. Is swung on and grounded to short. Rosario fields, throws, just in time to get Brodeen at first. And 2 away here in the 8th as DiNardo now 4 outs away. So with 2 away, that's going to bring up the Ducks catcher Ralph Henriquez, who hits in the 7 spot. Switch hitter batting right-handed, 0 for 2 with a grounder to third and a strikeout looking. First pitch on the way to Henriquez is in there for a called strike. And it's 0-1. Ducks have Rusty Jones warming down the left field line in the bullpen. 0-1 to Henriquez, swinging a foul ball at home plate.
DiNardo just consistently throwing strikes now on the count 0-2. 1 out away from sending this game to the 9th inning. But the Ducks still without a hit. 0-2 on the way from the left-hander. DiNardo kicks and fires, and Henriquez swings and misses. He chases strike 3 in the dirt. The tag is applied, and Lenny DiNardo with 8 no-hit innings here on this Wednesday night. For DiNardo, it is his 8th strikeout of the ball game. We take this game to the bottom of the 8th inning, with the Ducks trailing the Barnstormers by a count of 8-0.
Hi, this is pitcher Jared Lansford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Few places on earth offer the charm and excitement of Fire Island. At Fire Island Ferries, located conveniently at 99 Maple Avenue in Bay Shore, they offer convenient travel to Fire Island 7 days a week. Fire Island is quickly becoming a top destination for families of all ages. Experience the informal, carefree communities, the dazzling night scene, enjoy fine dining, or climb to the top of one of the tallest lighthouses in the United States. But there's only one way to get there, by calling Fire Island Ferries at 631-665-3600 today. For fare and scheduling information, please visit fireislandferries.com.
Hi, I'm former Major Leaguer John Franco. Growing up in Brooklyn, I dreamed of playing professional baseball. My dad, a city employee, worked hard so I can live out that dream. The team at MCU is a lot like my dad. They're New Yorkers you can count on, and they'll work hard to help you reach your financial goals.
Municipal Credit Union has a full range of financial services that make sense in today's economy. Join today. Call 1-866-JOIN-MCU or visit nymcu.org.
MCU, strong, trusted, growing.
On the verge of history tonight here in Lancaster as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Long Island Ducks trailing 8-0 to the Barnstormers. And the story tonight has been left-handed pitcher Lenny DiNardo for Lancaster. The former Duck and former big leaguer is 3 outs away from throwing the first no-hitter in Lancaster Barnstormers history. And now Lancaster with one more turn at the plate here to try and add to that 8-0 lead. New pitcher is into the game for the Ducks. It's left-hander Rusty Jones, as he takes over for TJ Hose, who allowed 1 hit in his 1 inning of work, but no runs, no walks, or strikeouts either. And for the Barnstormers, they'll send up Ward, Kirkland, and Molina before DiNardo takes the mound in the 9th inning to try and record the final 3 outs. And looking ahead to that 9th inning, he's going to face Suarez, Lyons, and Perales. Now we'll see if he can complete history here tonight at Clipper Magazine Stadium. First, though, one more chance for Lancaster. And the first pitch on the way to Ward is up and inside for ball 1 from Rusty Jones. Ward has 2 hits in the ball game, 2 runs scored, including a solo homer to right his last time up. Some of the fans thinking that first pitch from Jones was a purpose pitch up and inside. And a 1-0 now from Jones. That's in there for a strike, and the count 1-1. Jones has been very good for the Ducks this year. 1.69 ERA in 6 games. 5 1/3 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, 5 walks, and 5 strikeouts. 1-1. That's upstairs for a ball, and the count goes to 2-1. Confirmed with Dave Collins, the broadcaster for the Barnstormers between innings. Never has there ever been a no-hitter thrown by a Barnstormers pitcher, as Ward chases downstairs for strike 2. This is their 8th year in existence here in the Atlantic League. Or check that, 9th year, excuse me. They started in 2005. And in this their 9th year, they have never had one pitcher throw a no-hitter yet. 2-2 upstairs for ball 3. However, they have had one thrown against them, and that was by Lincoln Michelson in 2006. Lincoln Michelson, excuse me, in 2006. 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. The pitch on the way is popped in the air to the left side of the infield. The shortstop, Dan Lyons, makes the call and makes the catch. And that is the first out here in the 8th inning. Barnstormers had at least 1 run in each of the first 5 innings of tonight's game, really kind of setting the stage for the performance of Lenny DiNardo on the mound, letting him
cruise and continue to throw here with a little bit of wiggle room. Barnstormers had 3 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third, 1 in the fourth, and 1 in the fifth. Nothing across yet for the Ducks, who trail 8-0. The first pitch on the way to Kirkland is hit deep in the air to right field. Brodeen will watch this one go. You can forget it. Second home run of the night for Cody Kirkland and the 4th of the ball game for Lancaster. And they lead it 9-0 here in the 8th inning. So for Kirkland, he's got 2 in the ball game after having the day off yesterday, up to 3 on the year. He's driven in 3 tonight. He's now got 6 runs batted in on the year. The Barnstormers with 9 runs on the scoreboard on 11 hits.
And associates. Now batting the catcher, Gustavo Molina.
And here's Gustavo Molina, who fouls the first pitch off for strike 1. Molina tonight 1-for-3. Molina singled and scored back in the second, has struck out his 2 times to the plate since. The 0-1 lifted deep in the air to right field again. This one will hook foul though. And the count quickly 0-2 in favor of Rusty Jones. So that's just the first home run allowed by Rusty Jones this year, and just his 2nd run allowed on the season. The 0-2. In there, a called strike 3. Jones picks up his first strikeout of the night.
The designated hitter, Charlie Neal.
And 2 away here in the 8th inning. That'll bring up Charlie Neal. And all the fans at this point are just waiting for that top of the 9th inning to see if Lenny DiNardo can hang on to this no-hit bid and give the Barnstormers their first no-hitter in franchise history. First pitch on the way from Jones. And this one is taken for a called strike, 0-1. Neal reached on a sacrifice bunt and error in the second. Fly to center in the 4th and grounded to second in the 6th inning. 0-1 pitch. That's down in the dirt, a check swing. Jones wants an appeal at first, but he's not going to get it. And the count 1-1. So after the last 3 games where the story was the Ducks starting pitching, tonight it's been all about the Barnstormers starting pitching. And the 1-1 here from Jones is taken outside for a ball. It's 2-1. Lefty pitcher against the righty batter. Swing and a miss here by Jones. And the count goes to 2-2. Jones bent over looking in for the sign. And the 2-2. Check swinging a ball down low. They appeal the first. Alan Reyes says he did not go around. And the count now full on Charlie Neal. So a 3-2 count here with 2 outs and the bases empty here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Jones deals and Neal will take outside for ball 4. First walk allowed by Jones of the night. And the 3rd for Barnstormer hitting in the game.
The center fielder, Jerry Owens.
And so that's going to bring up Jerry Owens. So here's Owens, who has singled twice, walked, and line is short. 1 on, 2 out. 9-0 lead for Lancaster here in the 8th. And Jones looking in for the sign from Henriquez. And the first pitch on the way is hit high in the air down the left field line. Long run for the shortstop, Dan Lyons. He makes the call, and in foul territory, he makes the basket catch for the final out of the 8th inning. So a run on a hit for the Barnstormers. They leave 1 on base, and we go to the 9th inning. Will Lancaster make history tonight? Lenny DiNardo is 3 outs away from a no-hitter. We'll see if he can complete the job after this here at Clipper Magazine Stadium.
Hi, this is catcher Ralph Enriquez, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Want to know what happy tastes like? Well, treat your taste buds to Carvel's new iceberg and Carvelate beverages. A Carvel iceberg starts with your favorite soda, like Coke, Fanta Orange, and Barks Root Beer. Blend in ice and vanilla flavoring. It's then topped off with Carvel's famous soft serve ice cream. And try a new Carvelate, a dynamite mixture of coffee and hazelnut or Irish cream flavor, blended with ice and topped off with whipped cream and crunchies. New Carvelates and iceberg drinks. That's what happy tastes like. Only at Carvel. Visit Carvel.com for the location nearest you.
Now that Metrex is the official nutrition bar of the Long Island Ducks, they're fueling their powerful lineup with delicious high-quality protein to support lean muscle and strength. So that in 2013, the Long Island Ducks can have their best season ever. Uh-oh. Metrex, shaping every body.
We go to the ninth inning here at Clipper Magazine Stadium in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. The Barnstormers on the verge of history here as left-hander Lenny DiNardo has thrown 8 no-hit innings against the Ducks tonight and is just 3 outs away from the first no-hitter in Lancaster Barnstormer history. And he will face in this inning the 3 that are due up, Gabe Suarez, Dan Lyons, and Danny Perales, as DiNardo tries to record the final 3 outs of tonight's ball game with the Barnstormers ahead by a count of 9-0. Ducks have had 2 base runners in this game, a walk in the third with 1 out by Gabe Suarez, and a walk in the fifth with 1 out by Ray Navarrete. So the light crowd that's on hand here at Clipper Magazine Stadium, all watching the action. And the first pitch on the way to Gabe Suarez is taken for a called strike, 0-1. According to Dave Collins, the broadcaster for Lancaster, this is the longest that anybody has gone with a no-hitter for the Barnstormers. And here Suarez grounds one to third. Backhanded by Kirkland. The long throw is on target. 1 away here in the ninth inning. Suarez now 0 for 2 at the walk, and that brings up the Ducks shortstop, Dan Lyons, with 1 out here in the ninth inning. DiNardo unofficially to this point has thrown 108 pitches, 72 for strikes, and has done a terrific job keeping the Ducks off balance all night long. Long Island has just not been able to get many good swings against the left-hander. First pitch on the way is taken for a called strike over the inside corner, 0-1, and the crowd getting louder and louder with each pitch thrown. DiNardo ready to go. Lyons steps back into the box. The 0-1 from DiNardo is low, and that evens the count at 1-1. Lyons tonight is lined into a 4-3 double play and grounded to third. 1 ball, 1 strike pitch from DiNardo. That is high. And the count goes to 2-1. Crowd riding on every pitch here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. And the 2-ball, 1 strike offering from DiNardo is on the outside corner. And that evens up the count at 2-2. DiNardo 1 strike away from out number 2 here in this top of the ninth inning. And the 2-2 pitch, swinging a fly ball in the air to shallow right field. Coming in is the right fielder Harvey. He will make the catch. And DiNardo is 1 out away. This is incredible. Lenny DiNardo 1 out away from a no-hitter here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. And standing in his way is the Ducks center fielder Danny Perales, who has gone 0 for 3 tonight. So Perales digs in from the left side. And the first pitch on the way from Lenny DiNardo is taken downstairs for ball 1. Perales has a strikeout, a ground out to first, and a ground out to second in his 3 at-bats. DiNardo has faced just 1 over the minimum, and again has given up just 2 walks while striking out 8 here tonight. Perales ready, DiNardo ready. The 1-0. Inside corner, a called strike, and it's 1-1. 2 strikes away is Lenny DiNardo from a no-hitter. The left-hander is ready. The 1-1 pitch. Corrales swings and grounds one to second. Danker fields, throws to first, in time! This ball game is over, and Lenny DiNardo has become the first Barnstormer in Lancaster history to throw a no-hitter as the Barnstormers defeat the Ducks by a final count of 9-0. The Barnstormers all out on the field, on the right side of the infield, mobbing Lenny DiNardo as he has thrown the first no-hitter in Lancaster Barnstormer history, as he throws 9 innings and allows just 2 walks, 1 to Ray Navarrete and 1 to Gabe Suarez. And the former major leaguer and former Duck left-hander has thrown the first no-hitter in Lancaster history, and for the first time in Long Island Ducks history, they have had a no-hitter pitch against them. Well, congratulations to Lenny DiNardo on the no-hitter tonight. He was masterful on the mound. And one night after the Ducks put up a season-high 15 hits and win their 3rd in a row, Lenny DiNardo has thrown a no-hitter for the Barnstormers as he is getting high fives and hugs from all of his teammates out on the field along the first base side. Well, don't go anywhere. The postgame show's coming up next. We'll recap this game and hand out the Nicolak Player of the Game Award after this.
Hi, this is reliever Leo Rosales, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Hey Ducks fans, your recreation destination this year is The Rinks at Hidden Pond Park. The Rinks features 2 full-size ice rinks, a 97-acre summer day camp, a New York State licensed preschool academy, and a wide variety of birthday party options. Learn to skate, join one of many hockey leagues, swim in an Olympic-sized pool, and enjoy all the fun that The Rinks has to offer. Visit us today at 660 Terry Road in Hauppauge, or check us out online at therinks.com. The Rinks, your recreation destination.
Hey, Duck fans, you want all the latest inside info on your defending Atlantic League champion Long Island Ducks? Then follow Ducks President and General Manager Michael Pfaff on Twitter at twitter.com/LIDucksGM. You'll find out first, right here, about player transactions, special stories, and so much more. You'll also be able to interact with Michael directly and get his take on all things Ducks baseball. Head to twitter.com/LIDucksGM today and make sure to follow along throughout the entire 2013 season. It's game time.
Well, back here at Clipper Magazine Stadium tonight, where the Barnstormers have made history, specifically left-handed pitcher Lenny DiNardo, as he throws the first no-hitter in Lancaster Barnstormers history with a 9-inning gem. He allowed just 2 walks, 1 to Gabe Suarez, 1 to Ray Navarrete. He struck out 8, and just 1 start after he lasted 2 1/3 innings, giving up 10 hits and 10 runs in Sugar Land. And a day after the Ducks put up a season-high 15 hits and 8 runs here on this very same field, Lenny DiNardo does not give up a hit, and the Barnstormers have their first no-hitter in franchise history. Well, it's time to recap tonight's game, and what a terrific one it was for the few fans who were out here tonight at Clipper Magazine Stadium. The few that had tickets for tonight's game, they certainly saw history. And as we recap the game, it was all about the Lancaster offense, as they scored in 6 of their 8 innings at the plate. In the first inning, they scored 3, as Nick DeBar did not have it for the Ducks tonight. As Owens started the game with a single to right, would go to third on an errant pickoff throw from Nick DeBar. Rosario followed with an RBI single to center. He stole second and then came home in the RBI double by Travis Danker. 2 batters later, a sac fly to right by Ryan Harvey brought home Danker. 3 runs in the inning, and the Barnstormers had a 3-0 lead. In the second inning, Gustavo Molina led off with a single to left. Charlie Neal laid down a sacrifice bunt, but reached when Nick DeBar's throw to first was low. So first and second, no one out. Jerry Owens reached on an infield single to first to load the bases. And then Olmo Rosario hit into a 6-4-3 double play, but a run scored. And that made it 4-0. In the third, with 2 out, Darrell Ward single to right, went to second on a wild pitch, and then Cody Kirkland hit a 2-run home run out to left, his second of the year, made it 6-0 Barnstormers after 3. In the fourth, they get another run with 2 out, as Olmo Rosario hit a solo homer to left for his first home run of the year. to make it 7-0 with 2 outs in the 5th. Darrell Ward hit a solo homer to right. His second of the year made it 8-0, excuse me. And then in the 8th inning, with 1 out, a solo homer to right for Kirkland, his second of the game, third of the year, 4th home run of the game for the Barnstormers. And they had a 9-0 lead. And again, the story all about Lenny DiNardo, who gets the no-hitter with a terrific performance on the mound tonight. So the final totals for the Barnstormers, 9 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 4 on base for the Ducks. No runs, no hits, 2 errors, and they left 1. Lenny DiNardo the winner, 2-2 on the season. Nick DeBar the loss drops to 0-3. No save in a game that took a grand total of 2 hours and 24 minutes in front of an announced attendance tonight of 2,423 fans here at Clipper Magazine Stadium. And that is the only shame about tonight, is that Lenny DiNardo did what he did, and there were only a handful of fans here at Clipper Magazine Stadium to witness the terrific performance. Right now, Lenny DiNardo is still on the field as he is talking with a couple of his teammates and getting pictures with, I don't know if that's his family or just some other friends and other fans of his. Some have stayed down there close to the field to try and get autographs from Lenny DiNardo after his terrific performance and congratulate him. Tonight's Nico Lock player of the game, as if it were any question, Lenny DiNardo, the former Duck who pitched 3 starts for Long Island back in 2011 and is a former big leaguer after he did not pitch at all in 2012. He throws the first no-hitter in Barnstormer history, 9 innings, no hits, no runs, just 2 walks and 8 strikeouts. He faced just 1 batter over the minimum to give Lancaster their first no-hitter in franchise history. We'll take one more break here on the postgame show. When we come back, a final look at the out-of-town scoreboard.
Hi, this is right-handed pitcher Connor Graham, and you're listening to the Ducks Baseball on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball.
Beautify your patio, walkway, driveway, or pool surround with Nicolak paving stones and walls. Nicolak's specially formulated paver shield offers extra surface wear protection and color enhancement throughout the thickness of the paver. Paver shield guarantees that your pavers will look great for years to come. Bring home the elegance with Nicolak. Visit the Nicolak Design Center, Sunrise Highway, Lindenhurst, or Nicolak.com.
Let Nicolak pavers pave your way.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Holiday Inn Islip MacArthur Airport in Ronkonkoma. Uncover the perfect balance of memorable, award-winning service and the most central location Long Island has to offer. The Holiday Inn is located less than a quarter mile from the Islip MacArthur Airport with a state-of-the-art health and fitness center, high-speed internet access, a world-class outdoor pool, and the great food and fun inside the Brickyard Bar and Grill. There's never been a better time to visit the Holiday Inn Islip Airport. Best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Holiday Inn, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 585-9500 today. That's 631-585-9500.
Back here at Clipper Magazine Stadium for one final time as we are here on the postgame show following a 9-0 Barnstormer win, with the story being Lenny DiNardo throwing the first no-hitter in Lancaster Barnstormers history. He allowed just 2 walks in the game to Ray Navarrete and Gabe Suarez, and he faced just 1 over the minimum in this terrific performance tonight from the former Duck left-hander and Major League veteran. We take one final look at the out-of-town scoreboard before we wrap things up. 2 games are final, 2 games still going on. A final in Southern Maryland earlier today. The Skeeters defeat the Blue Crabs 10-2. Scott Olert's in the win, improves to 2-1. Jeremy Sowers, the loss, fell to 1-2. No save. Steve Moss hit 2 home runs, now has 4 on the year in a game that took 2 hours and 51 minutes in front of 2,112 at Regency Furniture Stadium. Game 1 of a doubleheader tonight in Bridgeport. It was supposed to be a day-night doubleheader, but rain forced it into a single-mission doubleheader tonight. The Bluefish win in Game 1 4-1. Kala, the win, improves to 2-1. Walter, the loss, fell to 1-2. No home runs in Game 1. Gomez had 2 RBI to lead the Bluefish. And in Game 2 going on right now, Bluefish lead it 5-1 in the top of the 4th inning. Minix, the starter for Bridgeport, and Kulik, the starter for the River Sharks. And leading the way for Bridgeport is Spencer, who has 2 RBIs at the plate. The other game going on right now is out in York, where the Revolution have a 7-4 lead over the Somerset Patriots in the bottom of the 7th inning. Crean started for York. DePaula is now in. Atkins started for the Patriots. Now Merritt is pitching. Patriots have 2 RBIs from Jake Fox, 3 RBIs from Jeff Fiorentino, leading the way for the Revolution, while Gonzalez and Bergamy have each driven in 2. Major League scoreboard, Yankees and Rockies playing out in Colorado. They are currently in the top of the 3rd inning, and the score is all tied up at 2 apiece. Home runs on each side. Vernon Wells, a 2-run shot, his 7th of the year. Todd Helton, a 2-run shot, his 2nd of the year. It's David Phelps against Juan Nicasio. White Sox playing at Citi Field against the Mets, and right now the White Sox are leading the Mets by a count of 5-1 as they play in the top of the 8th inning. Hefner started the game for the Mets. Hawkins is now pitching. Peavy started for the White Sox. Thornton now in. Lucas Duda hit his 7th home run of the year for the Mets. Alejandro De Aza his 6th for the White Sox. Rangers and Capitals in Madison Square Garden. Rangers had a 2-0 lead in that game. They are now through 2 periods, and the Rangers and Capitals are now tied up at 2 apiece. Rangers have goals from Brad Richards and Carl Hagelin. Capitals, Matthew Perreault and Troy Brower have scored the 2 goals there. And on the NBA scoreboard, locals off tonight, but the Miami Heat up 110-76 over the Chicago Bulls in the 4th quarter. And just getting underway in San Antonio, the Spurs and the Warriors. Spurs lead that series 1-0. Bulls lead their series 1-0. Final game of the road trip for the Ducks is tomorrow here at Clipper Magazine Stadium, as the Ducks looking to try and finish off a winning series and a winning road trip. The road trip now stands 3-3 for the Ducks. And the Ducks will send out left-handed pitcher Bill Murphy, who has struggled mightily so far this year. He makes the start for Long Island tomorrow. He's 0-4 with a 9.53 ERA. Lancaster will send out righty Alan Johnson, who also has struggled through 3 starts. He's 0-1 with an 8.49 ERA after Lancaster ends their 8-game losing skid tonight with the 9-0 victory over the Long Island Ducks. Well, that's going to do it for us here at Clipper Magazine Stadium tonight. Again, the final score, Barnstormers 9, the Ducks nothing, as Lenny DiNardo, the former Duck, throws the first no-hitter in Lancaster Barnstormers history. We invite you to join us for our next Ducks broadcast, which will be tomorrow night when the Ducks and Barnstormers close out this 4-game set. Pre-game show begins at 6:45. First pitch slated for 7 o'clock p.m. here on the Ducks official YouTube channel, youtube.com/DucksBaseball. My name is Michael Pollack. Thanks so much for joining me here on your Wednesday night. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Have a great rest of your Wednesday, and we'll do it all over again on Thursday night here from Clipper Magazine Stadium. Good night, and so long from Clipper Magazine Stadium in Lancaster, Pennsylvania.